I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I know what you're expecting to hear right now, the announcement of today's KSVIP. Well, I don't have a name for today, and I need your help. If you know someone who needs to be recognized for being a very special person, call right now, 746-2751. Ask for Tana and schedule a KSVIP. Your special someone will be recognized at this time all day long on their day, and they'll receive a flower courtesy of Lovebud Floral in Artesia. So call today and schedule your KSVIP.
They see me mowing my front lawn. I know they're all thinking I'm so white and nerdy. Think I'm just too white and nerdy. Think I'm just too white and nerdy. Can't you see I'm white and nerdy? Look at me, I'm white and nerdy. I wanna roll with the gangsters. So far they all think I'm too white and nerdy. Think I'm just too white and nerdy. Think I'm just too white and nerdy. I'm just too white and nerdy. Really, really white and nerdy.
Last year at MIT, got skills, I'm a champion of D&D. MC Escher, that's my favorite MC. Keep your 40 out, just
Well, hey, good morning and welcome once again to the Good Morning Artesia radio show. It is Tuesday, February 21st, 2023. And we've got, what do we have left? Well, just a hair over a week. Like one day over a week left in the month of February. So if we're going to get it done in the month of February, we got to get it done now. Get working on it. And we're going to see how things go. Anyway, let's see what we have on the show today. We're going to talk some boys basketball here in just a few minutes. They're getting ready to play in the district tournament championship game on Friday night. Tonight, the district tournament gets underway, and on the boys' side of things, it starts out with the Goddard Rockets, and they'll be hosting the Lovington Wildcats. So, Goddard and Lovington boys tonight at Ground Zero. The winner goes to Portales on Thursday night, and then the winner of that game comes to Artesia to play our boys on Friday night around 7:30 or so. Last night, Joby and Robbie went up to Roswell and did the broadcast for us, Hobbs and Carlsbad girls, and that was a tiebreaker to determine the girls district winner in that district, District 4 or 5A, and Hobbs won. So Hobbs is the number one seed, or the number one seed in the district tournament after that game last night up at Roswell High. We've got some Texas Tech basketball on the radio tonight. Texas Tech has won like 3 conference games in a row, and they're going to Oklahoma tonight, and we'll have coverage here on KSVP Radio, 6 o'clock for the pregame and 7 o'clock for the tip. So we've got that, all that going on. Then they take on TCU in Lubbock on Saturday, and we'll have that game Saturday morning. All right, let's see what kind of weather. I think it's either going to rain or it's going to snow or it's going to wind or something like that. Let's find out. Steve?
I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton with your Pecos Valley weather. Very gusty wind coming up over the next few days with a strong low and cold front moving through the area. Mix of sun and clouds today, wind gusting at about 40 miles per hour, and our high will be in the mid-70s. Watch out for some blowing dust across the roadways. We do have a slim chance of a shower overnight, mid-40s, cloudy and windy. Wind gusting to 60 miles an hour on Wednesday, mostly sunny, high in the mid-60s. That's your latest forecast. I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton.
So Tanner had fixed it, and I didn't know that he had fixed it, so I fixed it back. And then I realized it was messed up again, so I had to fix it correctly.
A lot of fixing.
A lot of fixing going on, that's right. We were talking about, we broadcast the Hobbs Carlsbad girls game last night.
Right.
And when Tanner set it up, he didn't know who the home team was going to be, so he had it backwards on the scoreboard. And I'm watching the game, and I thought, man, Carlsbad's doing pretty good.
I was thinking the same thing, and then Joby said the score, and I was like, oh.
Yeah. And then Joby texted me, but he also told I think it was Paul and Drew were doing the game, producing and everything. And so they probably contacted Tanner, who's my he's our Roswell Jeffrey. Tanner
Right.
is. Or Jeffrey is our Artesia Tanner. I forget which way it is. And
I'd say the other way around.
Yeah.
Jeffrey shot out.
That's right. And then Joby texted me. So I go in on the interface and I change it. But what I'm watching is about 2 minutes behind real time. So I go ahead and I change it, and I mean, it flips right away. And I thought, well, that's a little too fast. Well, Tanner had fixed it. And by the time Tanner had fixed it, and then I looked at it, I reversed it again. So I made it wrong. So then it swung around the wrong way again. And I, no, that's not right. So then I fixed it right, and then it was that way the rest of the game. So
Well, good. Well, as long as you got it right.
eventually,
Hey,
but I don't like getting yelled at for
it happens.
making mistakes, you know.
Come on now. You never made Gene.
I
never
make them every
Gene
day.
Dow don't make no mistakes.
Every
Not
day.
KSVP, Gene.
Every day. So anyway, let's look at our weather right now, because
It's going to be nasty tomorrow. Bad today. Windy.
worse than today. Right now, supposedly there's some drizzle out there, and it's 50. We have a high wind watch until 11 o'clock tonight. And right now, the winds are out of the south at 6. But by, what time is this? By midnight, they could be back up to 24 miles an hour with gusts to 38.
And then look at tomorrow.
Yeah, let me look at tomorrow. Tomorrow's Wednesday, right? Yeah, here we go again. We've got around 3:30, we could have gusts to 56 miles per hour.
I'm glad we don't have a game tomorrow.
Yeah, because that'd make it, you'd have to walk. So let's see, the humidity is at 65%. The dew point is 39. I mentioned the winds. The humidity is at 29.81. I'm sorry, the pressure is at 29.81 and falling. See, there's a mistake. Our air quality is 49. We have good air quality. Sunset will be at 5:48. Sunrise at 6:33. High wind watch, cloudy and 54 in Carlsbad. High wind warning, drizzle and 48 in Roswell. High wind watch, mostly cloudy and 51 in Hobbs. And then around New Mexico, it's a high wind warning pretty much for the whole state. 32 in Albuquerque and mostly sunny. 30 in Santa Fe, flurries, and 38 in Cloudcroft. Mostly cloudy and 40 in Ruidoso. Drizzle and 47 in Las Cruces. Farmington is mostly sunny and 26. They have no weather advisories for Farmington. Red River has a winter storm warning, and mostly sunny and 23. The winter storm warning is until 5 a.m. Thursday, so they could see quite a bit of snow from all this.
Jeez.
High wind warning And a red flag warning for Clovis, mostly cloudy and 44. Red flag warning, high wind watch, fire weather watch for Lubbock. All
What's the
three.
difference between a watch and a warning? Warning means it's going to happen. Watch means it could happen.
Watch means the conditions are right for those things to happen.
And warning means it's coming.
They've seen one.
Got you.
Yeah. It's,
Got you.
It's
weatherman stuff.
weatherman stuff. High wind warning, cloudy and 49 in El Paso. And again, we have a high wind watch. Watch the high winds.
Oh, you'll feel them.
Drizzle and 50. So that's what we have going on with the weather. Lunch menus, I have those today. Breakfast today is going to be the mini waffles. Lunch today is the beef tacos, cheese and cheese, ranch-style beans, lettuce and tomato, and sliced peaches.
Sliced peaches.
Yep. Put them on a little cottage cheese. That's not a bad.
I'm not a big cottage cheese fan.
I'm not either, but if you put peaches or
Makes it.
tolerable.
I like that word choice right there. That's
Tolerable.
nice.
Senior meal site today, fried chicken, mac and cheese, broccoli, roll with margarine, and diced pineapple. So it's fried chicken, mac and cheese at the senior meal site today. Senior Center, they're going to have the ribbon cutting for their new gym,
Yeah, I saw that.
1:30 today. And then they're eating out as a group,
Where are we going?
Pecos Diamond,
There we go.
4:30 today. So that ought to be a fun group to hang around with.
You'll have to check that out for 4:30 at Pecos Diamond.
That's right. Blue plate special time. Exercise video at 8:15. The woodworking at 9:30. Line dancing at 9:30. Hand and knee and foot at 9. Ceramics and sewing at 1 o'clock. Poker at 2. Stained glass class at 6:30. And again, the ribbon cutting for the new gym is at 1:30 this afternoon. At the library today, story time for preschoolers ages 3 to 5. That's at 10 o'clock this morning. And then at 2 o'clock this afternoon, the old Dungeons and Dragons. Yeah, so they'll be doing that at 2 o'clock today. Thursday is the Kitchlet Book Club meeting. And the book you should be reading is Cooking for Picasso. But that'll be Thursday at 1:30.
Cooking for Picasso.
Yeah. BPA State Conference is going on in Albuquerque. It's National FFA Week. We've got some videos that they're putting the final touches on today
Nice.
from the chapter speech competition a couple weeks ago. And we're going to launch those. We're going to start playing some of those in the morning, and we'll have a YouTube playlist set aside, and those are hopefully going up today. Spring and class pictures today. You get your pictures taken today?
I don't
guess.
know.
And then Family STEM night is tonight at 6 o'clock.
What school?
Looks like it's, Yucca.
Yucca.
Yucca School has their Family STEM night tonight.
Cool.
6 o'clock.
Should be fun.
So STEM, that stands for soup, tomatoes, English muffin, and milk. No?
Science, technology, I don't know.
Engineering.
Engineering and mathematics.
Yeah.
There you go.
And sometimes they'll say STEAM.
Steam.
They'll add the arts
Oh,
to make STEAM.
let's do a STEM and STEAM night.
There you go. Birthdays today on the 21st. We have Margie Rodriguez, Tom Navarrete, and Kay Needham. So,
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday to Kay, Tom, and Margie, all celebrating birthdays today. Did we get it all in? Think so. Let's take a break. Coach is here.
Yeah.
We're going to talk some Bulldog basketball.
Let's do
We'll come back after this break.
Oh, man.
What's wrong, honey?
Oh, the water softener is out of salt again. I don't have time to get any.
Well, then call Artesia Soft Water. They can deliver it and even put it in the softener if you ask them to. And check this out. They also have an app for your phone called EZ Salt. It'll remind us when it's almost out of salt.
Oh, of course. I should have known that. I'll call them today.
Artesia Soft Water, 575-746-3822.
Water, 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 Artesia soft water.
It's important to know local folks you can trust. People who'll be there for you when you need it most. Cisco Equipment in Artesia, serving southeast New Mexico since 1978 and new locations throughout Texas, is the leader in equipment rentals, sales, and service. Whether it's an excavator, backhoe, or wheel loader for the pipeline, or a reach fork or man lift for the construction site, Cisco Equipment has the dirt and aerial equipment to get the job done. Call the team at Cisco Equipment today, 748-1314, serving all of southeast New Mexico and throughout Texas.
What's up, my fellow Americans? It's your boy, POTUS numero uno, George Washington. You know how I feel about lies, right? Not a fan. Well, you can get a great deal right now during the President's Day sale at Roswell Nissan with access to over 300 pre-owned vehicles, quality pre-owned trucks under $30K, and 10 grand off all new Nissan Titans when financed through Nissan. These are the lowest prices of the year. No cap, as the kids say. Come save a bunch of Washingtons during the President's Day sale. On now at Roswell Nissan, 2111 West 2nd, or shop online at roswellnissan.com.
Agricultural education and the FFA prepare students for successful careers in the science, business, and technology of agriculture. FFA provides a strong foundation to the youth of America while promoting citizenship, volunteerism, patriotism, and cooperation. Sun Country Homes and Gardens in Artesia proudly supports FFA and the chapters throughout the Pecos Valley. Stop by Sun Country Homes and Gardens and check out their February clearance sale, located at 2707 1st Street in Artesia.
Good morning, this is Smiley Wooten at the Roswell Livestock Auction. 2,000 head of cattle sold on Monday on an uneven market with excellent buyer attendance. Compared to last week, stocker steers sold steady to 5 lower, heifer mates steady to 2 higher, feeder cattle steady to 4 higher, packer cows and bulls $2 higher, 3 to 400 pound steers $241, $244.50, 3 to 400 pound heifers $2, $220. 4 to 500 pound steers $219, $241. 4 to 500 pound heifers $193, $50, $2. 5 to 600 pound steers $190, $219. 5 to 600 pound heifers $180, $250, $190, $350. 6 700 pound steers $177, $75 to $190. 6 700 pound heifers $162, $180, $250. 7 to 800 pound steers $166, $177, $75. 7 800 pound heifers $154, $162. Packer cows $90 to $102. Canner and cutter cows $70 to $80. Packer bulls $1 to $113. Feeder bulls $88 to $97. Top half the cow-calf pairs $1,350 to $1,650 per pair. Top half the bred cows $1,200 to $1,575 per head. Don't forget about the 32nd annual Roswell's Bringus Bull and Female Sale and Southwest Ranch Horse Sale coming up this coming Saturday, the 25th. For more information and online bidding, go to xitwesternproductions.com. We do appreciate the business. Hope to see you at the sale. This is Smiley Wooten, Roswell Livestock Auction.
In volatile times, it's natural to worry about your retirement.
Hon, I'm worried about our retirement account.
With today's economy, it just makes sense to keep your retirement money close to home with people you know. We have several guaranteed safe options. Peace of mind with retirement savings. It just makes sense. Western Bank of Artesia. Member FDIC. It just makes sense.
Hey, we're back on the Good Morning Artesia radio show, and Coach Michael Mondragon of the Artesia Bulldogs is with us. Hey, Coach, congratulations. Hey. You got your medals and your trophies Friday night.
Not medals yet, but trophies. Yes, we did, and I'm excited. And
now, how many years in a row is that?
4.
4 in a row.
4 in a row.
I thought I saw somebody flashing some 4s up there.
Yes, sir. We that's the first time in school history that we've been able to secure the regular season district championship 4 years in a row. Something we're really proud of, something we take pride in, something these guys have really worked hard in, and it's really neat. You look at those seniors, they've never lost a district championship, so really excited. It's one of our goals every year is to win a district championship regular season, because it really helps you and sets you up for a great state tournament seed and things like that. But man, what a great crowd, what a great evening. I got a lot of thank yous. I want to thank our 6-man club.
Hey, the hamburgers were fantastic, and I got a little worried because they told me they were going to have green chili. So I walk in, help Jeffrey get some stuff set up, and I thought, okay, I'm going to go get my hamburger. And I walk past the table, and Ronnie Null is sitting there eating his hamburger, and he has green chili on his hamburger.
Uh-oh.
And I said, hey, that was for me. did you eat all of my green chili? And he got this like worried look on his face, and he said, no, I think they have a big bowl over there. And then I went over to the line. Sure enough, they had a big old bowl of green chili. So there was, hopefully, lots of folks had green chili.
Oh, it was quite a bit. I got to thank, Matt Brewer. He's our six-man president. Justin LaPointe, our treasurer, and all our six-man guys that were there. They worked their tails off all night. I think we sold a little over 400 burgers.
Wow.
Which was an awesome fundraiser for our scholarship. And people don't realize what our six-man club does is obviously do the mentorship program where they take kids out to eat and just a support system. But if you play basketball at Artesia for 3 years, you have to qualify with grades. You do an essay. There's actually a six-man club scholarship. A lot of that money goes to every single kid that graduates that played basketball for us for senior year gets a $500 academic scholarship. So that's where that money goes. I really thank the community, everybody who participated, that bought tickets for that and bought a burger and, man, packed the pit night. Ken Clayton, Western Bank, for doing that for the kiddos and giving them tickets and letting them in free. And then all of our administration, Jennifer Humble and Kristen Wachter of our student council did a great job of getting them involved and got them into the game. And the student section was great, and can't forget about our band and Lisa Dillon, who comes out there, and of course all of our cheerleaders, with what they're doing and how they support us. And it was a great night. Great night. Girls won by over 15-20 points. We ended up pulling away late, and this was a great night to finish off a 6-0 district season. Same thing for our girls, and we look forward to going into this week and state tournament. So thank you to everybody who made a huge success for us this weekend and supported us and went and bought burgers and just were there in the crowd. And we're not done yet. We still need you for 2 more home games, and we're fixing to talk about that. So.
I always get popcorn, and I always say, I'll have a bag of your freshest popcorn. I just say that.
Right.
Whatever bag of popcorn they give me is fine with me. And Coach Rodriguez, get that one in the front.
He took it personal. I like it. I love it.
Yeah, so I love their popcorn there at the concession stand. So let's talk about the district tournament. So as far as the state tournament is concerned, Artesia's the district champs. You've punched your ticket to the state tournament, and you will be the highest seeded team from our district in the tournament.
That is correct.
Okay, so the district tournament starts tonight. Goddard and Lovington are playing tonight at Goddard. The winner goes to Portales on Thursday.
Yes,
and then the winner of that game comes here on Friday night.
Yes, sir. Yeah, this district tournament, it's kind of crazy. People always ask, well, what's the point of district tournament? And basically what they do is it allows any team that may be a lower seed, let's say a 3 or 4, that may not have already punched their ticket based on their criteria and their record, could go ahead and run through the district tournament and win district. That actually happened to us 3 years ago against Lovington. They were a 4 seed. They got hot, and they upset us in the district championship. So
here?
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
yes, sir.
I remember that night.
And then we actually drew them again in the first round of state and ended up beating them to go to Albuquerque. But, yes, there will be 2 home games this weekend. Girls will play at 5:30. Boys will be at 7. We play the winner, whoever gets through the tournament and comes to us. So it's really neat to host that. It's really a good week for us to kind of take a step back, reevaluate what we're doing, kind of self-scout us, see where we're at, see what we need to put in. Gives us a good week to get healthy if we're banged up, and then also, to really work on things to get us ready. We're basically going to have 2 games in 2 weeks, so plenty of preparation time, plenty of time for us to get where we need to be and get a good weekend of practice and get ready to defend that district tournament championship.
Well, and it's important for a Goddard or a Lovington looking at the max preps, which is one of the criteria, but there's other criteria factors that the state considers, the NMA considers. Right now, Artesia is 5.
Right.
Portales is 10. So you would think, well, again, Artesia's punched their ticket. You would think Portales would be in at a 10, but then you've got Goddard at 16 and Lovington at 18. So really, for those 2 teams to get into the state tournament, they kind of need to win the district tournament. Right. Unfortunately, or fortunately, however you look at it, they're playing each other tonight.
Right. No, and you're absolutely correct. And one thing people don't realize, even our game on Friday, it does, just because we can be seated higher, than the rest of the guys. We've got to do everything we can because records another criteria, max preps rankings another criteria, which can help or hurt depending on what happens this week. So, and we know this. Our guys, we've talked about it. We accomplished one goal, regular season district championship. We have a goal to win district tournament championship, and then, of course, the ultimate goal to win a blue trophy. But we know that we can't worry about that. We got to worry about Tuesday morning at 7:45 when we walk into weights and go get better and improve and focus on us. But we've gotten better every week. We've improved every week. I'm really proud of our guys. Man, it's been a whirlwind of a season. I can't believe we're sitting here talking about district tournament already. But, no, you're exactly right. I think Lovington and Goddard are going to have to do some work in the tournament, and even then that might not be enough. But they're going to have to win it, I think, to make sure they definitely can say they're in. But we're going to do everything in our power to make sure that doesn't happen. So
That's right. And fans are going to look at this. They're going to look at the max preps, the coaches poll.
Right.
And then off the top of your head, what are some of the other criteria considerations that the NMAA will use this weekend?
Well, there's 6 of them. The first one is, finish in district. So, everybody's finished in district wherever they finished up, where they're seated in their tournament. Head-to-head, if you played anybody head-to-head. Wins against district champs, that's any classification. Your max prep ranking, record, and then coaches poll. Those are your 6. So, again, those will all come out, on Saturday. We'll have to turn in our coaches poll by 8 o'clock. Sunday morning, they'll release the brackets probably Sunday around 5. So all that stuff is huge. It was a big night last night. I think we've got some help with some of our seeding. Silver beat Deming in the playoff game. So Silver's considered a district champ, so they're the one. Had some other districts around the state that had ties that other teams in 4A had district champ wins, and they actually lost. So that helps us, because anytime you're comparing all the teams, where you're going to be with district champ wins is huge. And we've got 2. We've got Spring Valley out of Las Vegas, who we beat in the Hobbs Holiday. And then we've got Taos. We were sitting there. We almost had Cleveland, but they got beat. We had, who else did we have there? Oh, Hot Springs, and they got upset too. So it's crazy. It goes up and down, and your seed could really move. And what makes this time of year so fun? I mean, they call it March Madness. I kid everybody around about football and basketball, and March basketball's got a whole month named after their craziness, and we're fixing to get into that, and it's exciting. The funnest part is we're sitting here at home, knowing we're in the state tournament. We do the seeds go out the window. We can't control some of that, and it's all about what we can do to make sure we're ready to rock and roll Friday night and win that district tournament championship.
Max Preps has Artesia at 5, and you and I were talking before we went on the air. You're not going to fall below 8.
No, sir.
You're going to be around there.
Yes, sir.
Which means Friday night you have a home game for the district tournament championship, and then next Saturday, which is March
4th, I think it is.
4th.
Yeah.
You've got one more home game in the pit.
Yes, sir. I mean, that's what you're working for. Every year we talk about what you want to host. First round of state gives you the best opportunity to get to that next level, which is the pit in Albuquerque. I always joke around when people say, "Yeah, we're playing at the pit for state." They're like, "Oh, you're playing here?"
Yeah.
And it's,
it happens to me too. Yeah.
The big pit in Albuquerque. So yes, sir. We
I
will
usually
play.
say, "Is there another one in New Mexico?"
I remember it used to be I forget the pizza place they had it, but I forget what it was
Wise
called.
Guys.
Wise Guys.
Not Five Guys.
Yeah,
that's
Five
the burger
Guys
place.
But yes, sir. So we'll play this Friday at 7, and then fortunate enough, we're going to get a home game the following Saturday, and then the girls will do the same thing. They'll play here Friday at 5:30, then the following Friday, they'll play a home game. So we're not done, Artesia faithful. We need you guys. Come out big this Friday night. We're going to do a blackout. It's going to be a blackout, so we're black. We'll get that to all of our booster ladies and start pushing that on Facebook and Twitter and Instagram. And then, of course, our state game will be an orange out. So we're going to do black this Friday and then orange the following Saturday. So.
And this week is like a regular game, so if you have a season ticket or a pass, that'll work.
I think those don't work because it is tournament. I think
for the district tournament.
Yes, sir. Since it's district tournament, all passes are voided.
Okay.
I think it's $3 across the board. I could be wrong. We'll get those tickets out to you. Coach Henderson will let you know on that, but I'm pretty sure it's either $3 for everybody or $3 for kids and $5 for adults. But passes are not allowed because of district tournament, which that money goes into the district tournament fund, and then of course state will be normal state. You got to go. I think GoFan is where they sell those tickets and all that kind of stuff. Is that ticket out of our hands? NMA does that kind of stuff. So.
That's right. So be ready for that. And then once you go to Albuquerque, we don't get to do video.
Right.
And the same people that brought us the state championship football game, the same people have a special right now. So you can get an annual pass for $25 off or something like that.
Nice.
It's not a bad deal. But just keep in mind, it's the same people that brought you the state football championship.
I'm gonna choose to say no comment on that one.
So it's been a great year. How much enjoyment have you and the coaches had watching this team come together and get to this point in this season?
Well, it's kind of like a spectrum of all emotions, Gene. You know, you kind of start the season, you know you're going to be a little bit out of shape. You know, we've always talked about it, you know, coming in, and then, you know, just seeing them mold and seeing them come together and the personalities that we have. I think that's the funnest part of coaching. It's not, people say it's the winning, and I think the winning's there, but you're going to have the losing too. But it's seeing where you have these group of young men where they're 10 different, 12, 15 different individual guys, and getting them to come together to be one, and learning each personality, and the road trips and the funny dinners and the funny, you know, desserts and the crazy stuff that happens in the hotel and the crazy conversations. And you know, it's kind of, you know, a bittersweet moment for us as coaches, because you know we're getting closer to the end. But you know it's exciting. You know they've worked hard. You know we've put in the work and everything that we've done to this point to really get ourselves the best opportunity to you know, go win a district tournament championship and then go win a blue trophy. And it's been fun. It's not been easy at times. You know, it never is. But we've enjoyed it. Our coaching staff's done a great job all year, and it's been fun. It's been a joy. And these seniors have, you know, basically 5 more games possibly, and they need to go out and enjoy it. And that's what you work hard for. You know, it's really nice when you're sitting here. We have our district meeting today, and I always enjoy the district meeting. They're getting nervous on where they're going to be, and they're nervous on getting ready to play, and we get to sit back and kind of enjoy what we accomplished, you know, the last 6 games, but also understand we got a lot of work to do still.
Yeah. So, well, good luck. We'll see who comes through that. Now, we'll have our crew at Goddard tonight, so you can go to ksvptv.com and click on the Goddard channel and watch the game Goddard and Lovington tonight. And then they go up to Portales, or the winner of that game goes up to Portales. They have a student video program, so we'll get the link for that, so you can watch that game on Thursday night. And so you'll be able to follow our district opponents as they battle each other to get here to the pit.
Yes, sir. To the
pit. I said that to some folks I know, you know, in broadcasting up north, and well, we're playing at the pit tonight, and it's the same thing. You guys are going to be in Albuquerque? Does Albuquerque have a pit?
What pit? We have the one and only. No.
And they're like, you Artesia people. So, yep, that's what we are. We're those Artesia people. So we're proud of our players and coaches and teams, and look forward to following you guys all the way to Blue Trophy Day.
Yes, sir. That's the plan. Again, Gene, we're so blessed. I mean, God dang, we're sitting in such an amazing community on Friday. You walk in that gym, and the band's rocking, the 6 man's doing their thing with the burgers, the cheerleaders are killing it, and everybody's just helping us. And just want to really encourage you guys. We need you 2 more weekends, you know, 2 more. And then, of course, up in Albuquerque, we need you this Friday night to come out. We're wearing black. You know, we're going to black it out. We're going to get excited about Bulldog basketball. Let's fill that pit, help us win a district tournament championship. Then the next Saturday, you know, in state. So thank everybody that's helped us this year, that supported us, all the texts, all the phone calls, you know, all the donations that we've gotten. And we're not done. You know, we're excited. We're definitely playing good basketball, and I feel we're starting to peak just at the right time, and I'm really looking forward to the game Friday night, and then, of course, first round of state, and on our way to Albuquerque to bring home that, as the boys say, 3-23, win that 3rd state title in 23. So thank you guys, Gene. Thank you, everybody in Artesia. Thank all of our administration. It's been a huge success up to this point, but we're not done. You know, we're still hungry. We're still chomping at that bit. Get ready for Friday night at 7. So.
All right. Thanks, Coach.
Thank you,
see ya. Let's take a break, see what else is happening.
Now for your Pecos Valley news update. New Mexico Governor Michelle Lujan Grisham on Monday signed to use zero-interest loans to help local governments in the arid Southwest state repair or replace their public infrastructure that was damaged by wildfires or subsequent flooding. The law follows last year's historic Hermit's Peak and Calf Canyon blaze that exploded into the largest wildfire in state history. Begun in early April as a prescribed burn by the U.S. government, it grew into a monstrous blaze that blackened more than 530 square miles. The city of Carlsbad will use about $10,000 in grant money to install a new safe surrender box designed to keep infants safe. The boxes allow parents or guardians to surrender a child anonymously. The grant money was approved back in October of last year. Most recently, a baby was found dead in late 2022 inside a dumpster in Hobbs. 18-year-old Alexis Avila is charged with murdering that child. Her trial has been delayed to April. You're up to date. I'm Jared Cirillo.
What's in a name or reputation to bring you service and quality? What's in a name?
At Lowell's Pharmacy, we're ready with your flu shot. Flu shots prevent millions of illnesses and flu-related doctor's visits every year. Getting the flu shot has been shown to reduce the risk of having to go to the doctor with flu by 40 to 60%. So take time to visit Lowell's Pharmacy in Artesia and get your flu shot.
It's time for the Eddy County Sports Report. We got some results for you from the state swimming and wrestling championships from over the weekend. We've got some notable results for athletes from our area. How about Sophia Corder from Carlsbad, finishing second in the girls' 100-yard butterfly. And she also finished third in the 200 individual medley. Good job, Sophia. Ann Greenwood from Artesia finished third overall in the girls' 100 breaststroke. Cambry Fraze from Artesia, she was eighth in the girls' 100 freestyle, and her teammate Sarah Hardman finished seventh in the 50 freestyle sprint. In wrestling, it was Marcus Nahara from Carlsbad finishing second, almost getting a state championship at boys 114 pounds. And at girls 114 pounds, Rosalia Rubio, she was also second from Carlsbad. The sports report brought to you by DSI. Call DSI for all your office technology needs. I'm Eric Butler at KSVP Radio, AM 990.
If someone slanders or causes harm to you, your family, or your business online with false, damaging materials, unless you can prove who did it, you're out of luck. But that's changing. I'm Kim Commando, brought to you by T-Mobile. Their advanced network now goes farther than ever before. Visit T-Mobile.com/55 today. If a newspaper, magazine, radio, or TV station allowed someone to libel or harm you, you can sue for allowing the damaging lies to be published. But on Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, Yelp, Glassdoor, and thousands of other websites, federal law shields them from these lawsuits, no matter what they allow published. An example, ISIS terrorists have run wild on YouTube for years. Today, the Supreme Court hears the case of a California woman whose daughter was killed in Paris as ISIS staged terrorist attacks in 2015. The suit says Google knowingly allowed ISIS to use YouTube for its murders. It's time big tech is held responsible for what it allows to be published. Sound like a tech pro, even if you're not? Get my podcast, Kim Commando Today. Dell Technologies President's Day business event starts now with deals to power America's doers and dreamers. Save on select performance business PCs powered by 12th Gen Intel Core processors. And don't forget special pricing on the latest monitors, docks, and accessories. Plus get free shipping and special financing with Dell Business Credit. Call a Dell Technologies advisor today at 877-ASK-DELL for President's Day deals. That's 877-ASK-DELL, 877-ASK-DELL.
Tim, we need to talk. I just can't get over that rate increase from Verizon and AT&T last year.
We'll switch to T-Mobile and get their price lock guarantee. They won't raise our rates for talk, text, and data ever.
Oh, we're switching today.
Switch to T-Mobile and get 4 lines for $25 a line with our price lock guarantee. We won't raise the price of your rate plan for talk, text, and data ever.
4 lines for $25 per line with autopay, plus taxes and fees. $5 more per month without autopay. Price lock for qualifying services excludes taxes, fees, select promos, and third-party services. See T-Mobile.com for details.
Terpening and Son Mortuary of Artesia presents a listing of today's obituaries. We do not have any funeral announcements to share with you today. This listing has been presented as service by Terpening and Son Mortuary of Artesia. We make it personal. Steve, this is the weirdest looking weather forecast. Can you confirm the details for us, please?
I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton with your Pecos Valley weather. Very gusty wind coming up over the next few days with a strong low and cold front moving through the area. Mix of sun and clouds today, wind gusting at about 40 miles per hour, and our high will be in the mid-70s. Watch out for some blowing dust across the roadways. We do have a slim chance of a shower overnight, mid-40s, cloudy and windy. Wind gusting to 60 miles an hour on Wednesday, mostly sunny, high in the mid-60s. That's your latest forecast. I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton.
Wow. Windy, windy, windy today and tomorrow. If you're watching online, we've got our live video from east of town looking back to the west, and you can see the clouds and it looking like we're going to get some light rain in this. And of course, why is the heater on? There it goes. I'm trying to turn on my Bluetooth coffee mug to warm up my coffee this morning, and it's sitting here saying, you don't have any coffee in there. And I'm like, I do have coffee in there. Turn on. And it finally did. High wind watch until 11 o'clock Wednesday night. Cloudy, 53 at this hour. Humidity at 61%. The dew point is 40. Winds are out of the south at 7. Gusting to 14. We're going to see some pretty high wind gusts around 2, 3 o'clock, from around 1 o'clock to 3 o'clock this afternoon, when we should see gusts up to 37. It'll slow down a bit later this evening, and then by midnight tonight, we'll be back up with gusts around 40 miles per hour. And then on Wednesday, it gets really bad around 3 o'clock. 2 to 3 o'clock tomorrow afternoon, when we could see gusts to 57 miles per hour. The winds will finally get down to around 20 miles an hour by midnight Wednesday night. And then Thursday, even on Thursday, we'll see some winds on Thursday up with gusts to 30 miles an hour midday on Thursday. It finally moves on out of here and lays back down to normal by 7 o'clock or so Thursday night. So for the next 24 hours or so, we're going to have 36 hours. We're going to have some pretty gusty winds. Our pressure is at 29.81 and falling. Our air quality is 49. We have good air quality. Sunset will be at 5:48 this afternoon, and sunrise will be at 6:33 in the morning. Carlsbad, high wind watch, cloudy and 55. Roswell, high wind warning, cloudy and 50. Hobbs, a high wind watch, mostly cloudy and 53. And it's going to be windy around New Mexico for the next couple of days. High wind warning, mostly sunny, and 34 in Albuquerque. High wind warning, mostly sunny, 32 in Santa Fe. High wind warning and a winter storm warning for Cloudcroft. They're seeing some snow flurries in 39 right now. High wind warning, mostly cloudy, 41 in Ruidoso. High wind warning, cloudy, and 48 in Las Cruces. Mostly sunny, 28 in Farmington. They're on the back side of this, I guess. Winter storm warning until 5 a.m. Thursday for Red River. Mostly sunny right now in 24, but they've got a 40% chance for snow today, 50% chance for snow on Wednesday. High wind warning and a red flag warning for Clovis, mostly cloudy and 47. Red flag warning, a high wind watch, and a fire weather watch for Lubbock, mostly cloudy and 54. And El Paso checking in with a high wind warning until 8 o'clock Wednesday night, cloudy and 50 in El Paso City. And again here in Artesia, a high wind watch until 11 Wednesday night, cloudy and 53 degrees. And it's going to be windy today. We get up here around 1 o'clock or so this afternoon. We could see winds at 22, gusts to 35 to 37 miles per hour afternoon. It'll lay off just a hair this evening, and then by midnight tonight, it'll bump back up again, and we'll have some really gusty winds tomorrow. All right, what's affecting the markets today? The Wall Street Business Report is next.
With the Wall Street Business Report, I'm Bill Alexander. Markets in the U.S. were closed Monday for the President's Day holiday. On Tuesday, they'll open at their usual times. United Airlines said Monday that new technology will open up more seats on its flights so children can sit with an adult in their party without paying a fee, a type of charge that's drawn scrutiny from the Biden administration in recent months. The U.S. National Highway Traffic Safety Administration is asking Tesla for more information about one of its vehicles colliding with a fire truck in a fatal crash in the San Francisco Bay Area. The Cali Fire Department said that a Tesla struck one of its trucks that was blocking lanes while responding to an earlier accident. The National Highway Traffic Safety Administration has spent the last 18 months investigating how Tesla Driver Assistance System Autopilot handles crash scenes involving fire trucks and other first responder vehicles. For the Wall Street Business Report, I'm Bill Alexander in Washington.
Get ready for the most out-of-this-world weekend Roswell has ever seen. UFO Expo 2023, March 10th through the 12th at the Roswell Convention Center. 3 days packed with 40 different events, including 10 different film screens, producers, celebrity personalities, and renowned speakers, and all just a few blocks from the UFO Museum and Research Center. The 3-day pass includes VIP parties, mixer tents, speakers, live music, film festival, cosplay events, and more. Get tickets and more info at ufoxpo.com. UFO Expo 2023, March 10th through the 12th at the Roswell Convention Center.
Hard to believe, but this year marks the 50th anniversary of Smile Expressions in Artesia. Smile Expressions began as Dr. William Greenhaw established his practice in 1972. The practice soon grew to employ 10 people, including Dr. Kay Youngren. After Dr. Greenhaw's retirement, Dr. Youngren took over and the practice became Smile Expressions. And Dr. Caitlin Gunn joined Smile Expressions in 2018. When it's time to choose dental care for your family, choose the clinic with a 50-year tradition of serving Artesia. Choose Smile Expressions.
At Guy Chevrolet Company in Artesia, we understand the demands of everyday life, from work to school and all the activities in between. When you're on the go, you need the right transportation at the right time, and we can help. Let our professional sales team assist you in finding the right truck or SUV to handle your daily needs. From hauling kids to hauling equipment, we have the right Chevy, Buick, or GMC to make your life easier. We're here and ready to help today at Guy Chevrolet Company on the corner of 1st and Main in Artesia or at guychevy.com.
Welcome to Answers with Ken Ham, presented by the Coalition of Christians for Biblical Creation and Brannon Financial Group of Artesia. CCBC is an interdenominational coalition of Christians from Artesia who believe that the account of origins presented in Genesis is a simple but factual presentation of actual events and provides a reliable basis for man's worldview and a framework for scientific investigation into the question of the origin and history of life. For more information, visit our website at www.greenhaw.com/ccbc.htm. Answers with Ken Ham is brought to you in part by Brannon Financial Group. Now, today's program presented by Brannon Financial Group of Artesia.
Hedgehogs of the Sea. This is Ken Ham, head of the ministry that built a full-size Noah's Ark south of Cincinnati. Sea urchins might just look like a simple spiny ball, but did you know those spines are connected with ball and socket joints? And if a spine is broken off, it can regrow. And that's not all. Sea urchins have 5 teeth to bore holes into rock. These teeth are made of soft crystals, so how can they grind up rock? Well, harder crystals are located at the tips, acting like sandpaper. As the teeth wear down and break off, new jagged edges continue the work. Scientists hope this incredible design will help them make blades that don't need sharpening. When scientists look to nature for inspiration, they're copying the Creator, God.
God's creation is incredible. Discover more about it at AnswersRadio.com. You'll be amazed and encouraged to trust God's Word from the very first verse at AnswersRadio.com.
Good morning, and welcome back on the Good Morning Artesia radio show. Got an incredible story of the day. You need to have something printed, mass copied to help with creative ideas for logo and artwork for your business. Go see the folks at Incredible Printing in downtown Artesia. Here's the story, Jeffrey. First generation iPhone fetches $63,000 at auction. This is a 2007 first-generation iPhone sold at LCG auctions on Sunday. They were hoping to get $50,000. They got $63,000. It was an original iPhone, sealed in its original packaging, and had never been opened. Karen Green, the original owner on the phone, said she had it appraised in 2019, and at that time, experts estimated it was worth about $5,000, largely due to its being in its original packing and being an 8-gig model. Green said that her friends bought her the phone, but she never bothered to open the package since she had just gotten a new phone herself. She said, I didn't want to get rid of my new phone, and I figured it's an iPhone, so it'll never go out of date. And that's what she said in 2019. 27 bids were placed on the iPhone between February 2nd and Sunday, the first bid at $2,500. Other first-generation iPhones have recently been auctioned off for about $35,000 in August, $39,000 in October. When the first-generation 8-gig iPhone came out in 2017, it cost $599. Apple has released its latest version in 2022, the iPhone 14, which cost between $800 and $1,200, according to Apple's website. No word as to whether or not any of Jeffrey's early iPhones or Android phones will be of any value at all whatsoever. Sorry about that, Jeffrey. Some stuff going on around the area today you may find of interest. There is a blood drive today at the Vitalant office in Roswell, 11:30 to 3. Thursday the 23rd, the Skeen Whitlock Building in Carlsbad will be the location of a blood drive from 8:30 to 1:30. And then on Friday, the Hotel Artesia in Artesia, New Mexico. You can donate blood Friday, 1:30 to 5:30. And then on Saturday, they'll be working out of their office in Roswell, 1 to 3:30 on Saturday. So there's 4 more opportunities to give blood this week. Today, the Vitalant office is in Roswell. Thursday, Skeen Whitlock Building in Carlsbad. Friday, at Hotel Artesia in Artesia. And on Saturday at the Vitalant offices in Roswell. Today is Tuesday, preschool story time at the library at 10 a.m. for ages 3 to 5. There is a play performance tonight at the Artesia High School auditorium. It's the Artesia High School Drama Department, Who Are We? Who We Are, directed by Eugene Irby. And it'll be at 7 o'clock tonight at the Artesia Estelle Yates High School auditorium. They've got lights, they've got sound, they've got chairs, you'll be out of the wind. And this is the play that the drama department will be performing in the state drama competition. So if you want to support the drama program tonight, 7 o'clock at the Estelle Yates Auditorium for the high school drama play. Branch Community College Board of ENMU in Roswell is holding a work session on Thursday, 4 o'clock at the Campus Union Building. Eastern New Mexico University Roswell and the Eastern New Mexico University Roswell Foundation are hosting a welcome reception. They have a new chancellor, Dr. James Johnston, his wife Stephanie. The reception will be on Thursday at the Anderson Museum of Contemporary Art. 5 to 7 p.m. And that's for Dr. James Johnston, the new chancellor of Eastern New Mexico University. So that reception will be going on Thursday if you'd like to meet the new chancellor. Also on Thursday, Widows Might, support group for widows at all stages of grief. They meet every Thursday, 6:30 p.m. at the West Main Church in Artesia. This is the weekend for the Women of the Word Conference, Root and Bloom. And it's this weekend, the 24th through the 25th. Friday starting at 6 p.m., Saturday at 9 a.m. It takes place at First Baptist Church, Artesia. Speakers include Hannah Hagelstein, Jules Moen, and Caitlin Garrison. Tickets and more information is available at womenofthewordnm.com. Women of the Word, WOMEN of the Word, NM, all spelled out except for NM, which is, you know what that is, .com. Check that out. The Tony Melendez concert is coming up Sunday. Tony, born with a club foot and without arms, he taught himself to play guitar. He's an accomplished singer, composer. He's performed in all 50 states and 45 countries. Back in the 80s, in 1987, he got to play for Pope John Paul II. So he's putting on a free community concert, and it will be Sunday at the Estelle Yates Artesia High School Auditorium at 5 p.m. So Sunday, 5 p.m., free community concert with Tony Melendez. And if you need more information, you can call 365-4603, 575-4603. Tony Melendez live Sunday, 5 o'clock at the Estelle Yates Auditorium in Artesia. That's it for the 7 o'clock hour. Chamber Chat will take up our 8 o'clock hour with news, weather, sports, and other stuff on KSVP Artesia.
Townhall.com. I'm Rich Thomason. After 13 years, they are bailing on the deal. Russian President Putin says that Russia is on its way to suspending participation in a treaty aimed at keeping a lid on nuclear arms proliferation.
The so-called New START treaty was signed by Russia and the US in 2010. It caps the number of long-range nuclear warheads both nations can deploy and limits the use of missiles that can carry atomic weapons. Now Putin, in his State of the Nation address for 2023, says Russia was not fully withdrawing from the treaty yet. Putin adds Moscow must stand ready to resume nuclear weapons tests if the US does so. I'm Charles de Ledesma.
President Biden stressing unity as he visits Poland, meeting with that country's president and other NATO allies.
There's a lot of challenges that we have to face, but I'm confident we can do it together and develop our partnership even further as we meet the challenges we're about to face.
Earlier, a ceremony of welcome for Mr. Biden at Poland's presidential palace in Warsaw. Turkey hit by another earthquake yesterday. 6.4 magnitude trembler killed half a dozen people, injured hundreds more. This latest quake struck 2 weeks after the devastating earthquake that killed almost 45,000 people in Turkey and Syria. The Ohio Department of Health opening a health assessment clinic today in East Palestine, where many residents report falling ill in the aftermath of the toxic train derailment. And there are many questions about what the future may hold health-wise. East Palestine's mayor is outraged that President Biden would travel abroad without first stopping in his community. Former President Trump says Mr. Biden should be there, and Mr. Trump plans a trip to the affected area tomorrow. On Wall Street, the Dow is down 418 points. More on these stories at townhall.com.
From the creators of I Can Only Imagine comes Jesus Revolution.
If you look a little deeper, if you look with love, you'll see an entire generation searching for all the right things, just in all the wrong places.
Based on a true revolution.
You're going to need a bigger church.
Jesus Revolution. Rated PG-13. Some material may be inappropriate for children under 13. See it early February 22nd. In theaters everywhere beginning February 24th. Go to JesusRevolution.movie.
America is giving away its inventions and technology to China.
The Chinese Communist Party intends to surpass us and to be the world leader in innovative technology.
The shocking new movie, Innovation Race, exposes the potential Chinese takeover of 5G and the internet, threatening America's economic and military security.
Dominating technology means you dominate the world itself.
Watch the movie Innovation Race now on demand or DVD at salemnow.com. salemnow.com.
The woke agenda infiltrates publishing.
Publisher Puffin has decided to rid the world of terms it deems to be offensive, and the books of Roald Dahl are being overhauled. In Matilda, a reference to a character turning white has now become quite pale, and Mothers and Fathers is now parents. In James and the Giant Peach, the Cloud Men are now called Cloud People. Augustus Gloop from Charlie and the Chocolate Factory is no longer fat. He's enormous. And the Oompa Loompas are now gender neutral. Prior to Puffin's word purge, Roald Dahl sold over 300 million copies of his books worldwide. Tasha Stevens reporting.
Israel's president urging Prime Minister Netanyahu's coalition to seek dialogue and compromise after it pushed ahead with controversial judicial overhauls in a turbulent parliamentary session overnight. Critics say the overhaul will concentrate power in the hands of the ruling coalition in the Knesset. Townhall.com. From New York City comes a tale that really is for the birds. It's the story of an eagle owl who made good on his escape from the Central Park Zoo.
Flacco flew the coop February 2nd after his enclosure was vandalized, but the owl never went far. A foray to Fifth Avenue. Police using yellow crime scene tape to block the area. The owl's little head on swivel, watching the crowds, and cops watch him. Then days of flying around the park, perched in trees and on the grass. Crowds taking pictures, but zoo officials had concerns about Flacco hunting on his own after living in captivity. So they spent time trying to lure him with bait and owl calls. Now zoo officials are suspending recovery operations, saying they'll keep a close eye on the owl's health for now. Julie Walker, New York.
Los Angeles police making an arrest in the fatal shooting of a Catholic bishop in Hacienda Heights. Police say the suspect is the husband of the bishop's housekeeper. Townhall.com.
I know what you're expecting to hear right now, the announcement of today's KSVIP. Well, I don't have a name for today, and I need your help. If you know someone who needs to be recognized for being a very special person, call right now, 746-2751. Ask for Tana and schedule a KSVIP. Your special someone will be recognized at this time all day long on their day, and they'll receive a flower courtesy of Lovebud Floral in Artesia. So call today and schedule your KSVIP.
Mowing my front lawn. I know they're all thinking I'm so white and nerdy. Think I'm just too white and nerdy. Think I'm just too white and nerdy. Can't you see I'm white and nerdy? Look at me, I'm white and nerdy. I wanna roll with the gangsters, but so far they all think I'm too white and nerdy. Think I'm just too white and nerdy. Think I'm just too white and nerdy. I'm just too white and nerdy. Really, really white and nerdy.
Hey, welcome back on the Good Morning Artesia radio show. 8 o'clock hour, hour number 2, Tuesday, February 21. I don't know why I'm tongue-tied on what day it is. Last time I checked, it's Tuesday. We'll be doing the chamber chat today. Next hour, I mentioned at the end of the previous hour, the Women of the Word conference this weekend. We'll have some ladies from that group come in and talk about it and invite you to it. And then it's time for our bi-weekly visit with Nancy from the Eddy County DWI Task Force. So that's all coming up today. Tomorrow, we'll talk some girls basketball. We'll have our public schools chat. We've been focusing on the career technical education training programs at Artesia High School this month. We'll have the, let's see, that'd be Commissioner. We'll have County Commissioner John Henry on Wednesday and our CVE update on Wednesday. Thursday, we have our Haven of Hope update, our Senior Center report, our Ocotillo Weekly update, and a chat with Michael Redmond from the museum. And Friday, we haven't finalized our schedule yet, but Jeffrey and I were talking, there's a possibility on Friday that we'll have the Rider Champion District Tournament Edition conversation Friday morning at 9:50, along with Linda Stevens and our library chat. But that has not been confirmed, nailed down, or verified yet. But it would be curious to know. Goddard's playing tonight. Goddard boys are playing tonight at home against Lovington. And, you know, since Ryder lives in Roswell, and we've been told that he's kind of a Goddard fan, wears Goddard blue most of the time, he might be secretly pulling for the Goddard Rockets tonight. And but we'll find out. We'll talk. We'll see if we can. I'll have our people talk to his people. We'll see if we can get that squared away. Let's see. This is a funny story. I laughed when I saw this story. And this had nothing to do with Artesia or anything going around here, but it is kind of funny. Don Lemon used to host a primetime news show on CNN, and he lost his primetime news show on CNN and was placed on the morning show on CNN with a couple of ladies, reporters, anchors, and he's not taking it very well. He's not handling having to work with others. He's not dealing with the fact that he is the star of the show. He's got two other equally talented and important people that he shares the stage with on the morning show. And he's been talking down to these co-workers. He's been berating them. He's been injecting stupid personal opinions over the top of guests and how interviews are being done by his other co-stars. And the other day, he made the dumbest comment ever. He was talking about Nikki Haley, who has announced that she is running for the Republican nomination for president. She announced her campaign has started, and so she is now one of two people on the Republican side that have officially announced, Donald Trump and Nikki Haley. And Lemon, on the morning show last week on CNN, indicated that based on his search of Google, asking Google when women are in their prime, and based on the response that he got from Google, he made it known that Nikki Haley shouldn't run for president, that she's past her prime. She's 51 years old. And so he's been ridiculed for his lack of awareness and knowledge and how to frame a question and what kind of information he got back from Google in attempting to make his point about Nikki Haley being past her prime. Look, Biden's almost 80. Trump is in his upper 70s. Hillary, I think, is the same age, a year younger or so than Trump. I mean, all these people that have been running for president recently have been old, quite frankly. And for somebody in their 50s, 51, to announce that they're running for president, I would never consider, male or female, that to be somebody past their prime when it comes to running for the president of the United States. If anything, somebody in their 50s, somebody in their 60s would probably be a better choice to be president than somebody in their upper 70s or 80s. I mean, we'll see how this all shakes out. If all things being equal. Now, there obviously things are not equal. You look at Trump and you look at Biden, and it's hard to believe those guys are just a couple years apart. But in any case, he's now getting a formal training, sensitivity training, awareness training, Google search training. The article doesn't really say what kind of training that he's going through. But according to the boss at CNN, he is now going to be going through training. And we'll see what that results in. His attitudes and whether or not he becomes more aware of other things around him as opposed to everything centering around him. So we'll see how that goes. I won't personally, because I don't watch television much, if at all. But other people, of course, will, and they'll be more than happy to tell us. All right, we've got wind in the forecast, and not just any wind. Steve, what kind of wind are we going to have?
I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton with your Pecos Valley weather. Very gusty wind coming up over the next few days with a strong low and cold front moving through the area. Mix of sun and clouds today, wind gusting at about 40 miles per hour, and our high will be in the mid-70s. Watch out for some blowing dust across the roadways. We do have a slim chance of a shower overnight, mid-40s, cloudy and windy. Wind gusting to 60 miles an hour on Wednesday, mostly sunny, high in the mid-60s. That's your latest forecast. I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton.
That's not how you spell YouTube. How do you spell YouTube?
Capital Y-O-U, capital T-U-B-E.
Yeah.
All one word.
I typed out U-T-U-I-B-E.
Okay.
I'm communicating with Dwayne. Dwayne.
It sounds like when I give directions to Sun Country.
KSVPTV.com and KSVPTV on YouTube. Have I answered his question? Our Roswell games at this level are an internet stream only. KSVPTV.com and KSVPTV on YouTube. Okay. So we're doing a little swapping tonight. Roswell boys and girls are playing Clovis tonight in the first round of their district tournament.
Okay.
Boys are at Roswell High. No. Got that wrong.
TUIB.
No, I do have that right. Roswell High and Clovis. So the girls are playing in Clovis, so the boys are playing in Roswell.
Okay.
And we stream the Roswell High games tonight. And there's radio and streaming audio the girls game tonight. So I'm going to sit at home tonight. I'm going to have the Roswell game on the TV. I'm going to pull up the internet stream on my computer, listen to the girls game, watch the boys game, and then I'm going to be feeding scores back and forth to Dwayne and Art and Kelly. And that way they'll be able to tell each other's audiences how the other team is doing at the other location.
Oh, wow. How often do you have to do that?
During basketball season, every Tuesday and Friday night.
No, I mean like during the game. Do you have to update like every
I usually
5
after
minutes?
each quarter.
Each quarter.
Yeah. I usually, at the end of each quarter, I'll send out a text. The funny story was I was doing that the night that they had the big fans come out of the stands event, Roswell Carlsbad boys.
Yeah.
And so I had one on the TV, I had another on the TV, on the computer, I had the iPad going, I'm watching all this, and I had a group text going on between all the announcers.
Yeah.
So Art and Kelly, Joby and Robbie, Chris and Chris.
Okay.
6 of them in the group, and so every time, and I started out the night, I said, look, if you see your score, it's because I'm just texting to this group.
Whole group, yeah.
So, and everybody's okay with that. So, and I didn't know Art wasn't there. Art was in somewhere else watching one of his daughters play softball. So he wasn't there, but he was getting the text, and he and his wife were in their hotel room watching the game on the internet.
So he's like, good job, Gene.
Good job. Okay, so the incident happens at the end of the game.
Yes.
There in Roswell, and I'm watching it.
It was in Roswell, or was it?
It was in Roswell.
Oh, I thought it happened in Carlsbad. Okay.
No, it happened in Roswell.
Okay.
So I'm watching it. I'm like, man, this is terrible. Kelly's doing the best he can to kind of announce it. Young Tim, I don't know if you remember Young Tim that used to work for us.
No, I'm sorry.
He's the public address announcer for the basketball.
Okay.
And he's trying to tell the crowd, calm down, everything is calm, and all that. And I get a text to the group from Art, who I didn't know at the time was not there, but was watching from his hotel room. What the bleep is going on?
Oh my gosh.
And I texted Art back and I said, do you want this to this group? No, I'm sorry.
It's like I'm watching this all go down from my hotel room.
So it was really, it was kind of crazy. And then I texted Tim the next morning and I said, nobody was listening to anything you were saying.
Yeah.
And he said, yeah, he felt like the orchestra on the Titanic. So.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. When no one's really listening.
Nobody's really listening.
But it's there and it's calming and.
That's right. So tonight I'm going to try to do similar things. So I'm going to have Dwayne in Clovis, who's broadcasting the Clovis Roswell girls game.
Okay.
I'm going to have Art and Kelly at the Coyote Den, and we're going to be broadcasting the Roswell Clovis boys game.
Okay.
And then over at Goddard, the Goddard boys are playing Lovington, and we're streaming that game. Chris and Chris will be there. And then the Goddard girls are at Portales tonight.
Wow.
So I'm going to do another group text, and I'm going to have the Portales broadcast on one screen, the Goddard broadcast on another screen, the Roswell broadcast on a third screen, and I'm going to be listening to the Clovis girls versus Roswell High game. And then I'm going to have a group text amongst that Chris and Art and Kelly and Dwayne And I'll be sharing scores at the end of each quarter from all these different broadcasts.
So
that's what I do on Tuesday nights.
Question about that.
Yeah.
Would it streamline all this if at the end of the quarter they text each other? The boys announcers text the girl announcers and the girl announcers text the boy announcers?
Yes, but they're busy doing their broadcast and keeping the stats, and they shouldn't necessarily really be staring at their phones unless, alert comes in from me. But
yeah.
So I like being the person that's kind of sharing all that information around. So yeah, that's what I do on Tuesday and Friday nights.
Fun. We get to watch 4 basketball games.
Yeah. Well,
or listen
we'll
to
watch
one.
3 and listen to 1, and Lana will fall asleep on the sofa and want to know, is there anything else going on?
Please, can we put on something else?
Yes, that's right. All right, need to take a break.
Yes.
You brought a poster.
We didn't even do weather for you, but that's okay.
We did do the weather.
Well, I mean, you didn't get to announce your weather, but
that's okay. It's going to be windy.
Yeah, and cloudy.
All right, we'll be back.
Sometimes that dog barking is an Artesia Bulldog preparing for victory. Most of the time, however, it's probably just the family pet asking for attention. Artesia Animal Clinic provides a full range of services for just about any size pet or animal. Our new clinic has been expanded to provide better quality of care, including an in-house laboratory, radiology, surgery, herd health, and more. So the next time your pet looks like they could use some extra care, come by Artesia Animal Clinic in our newly remodeled and expanded facility at 110 West Mahone Drive.
Double Up Days are back at Roswell Honda, and that means double your tax refund up to $2,000 right now. $1,000 gets you $2,000, $1,500 gets you $3,000, and $2,000, well, that gets you $4,000 towards your next vehicle at Roswell Honda, and that's on every make and model across the lot. Bring in your tax refund and let Roswell Honda double your refund up to $2,000. Now's the time to make your dollars go even further, and it all starts right here. Double Up Days are back at Roswell Honda, 2177 West 2nd.
Kane Electrical Supply is your #1 distributor when it comes to the top-of-the-line inventory. Kane Electric carries name brands such as Appleton, Burndy, Fluke, Cooper Lighting, Hoffman, Phillips Lighting, iDeck, Klein Tools, and Square D. Kane Electric has your professionals and will assist you with any information you may have on electrical supplies. Kane Electric delivers on location too. Come by Kane Electric today in Artesia at 1911 North Roselawn.
There really is no one quite like you, and no one quite like the ones you love. At Turpinning & Son Mortuary, they take pride in providing families with the best service possible. The phrase, "we make it personal," is not just a tagline. It's the way they conduct themselves every day as they honor the ones you love in their own unique and special way. Located at 611 West Grand in Artesia. Visit artesiafunerals.com to learn more. Turpinning & Son Mortuary, proudly serving our community and your family since 1954.
There are things you can do to improve the value of your current home if you plan to sell, and a few things you probably shouldn't do. The folks at Lois Oliver Real Estate are experts in real estate in Artesia and can help you with some great advice. If you want to talk to a local expert about buying or selling a home in Artesia, visit with any of the agents at Lois Oliver Real Estate. We know Artesia, and we're ready to help you buy or sell or find local experts who can answer your questions. Lois Oliver Real Estate, we love it here. Find us at 210 South Roselawn or online at loisoliverrealestate.com.
When was the last time a bank asked you about your needs or your goals? When you're a member of Artesia Credit Union, you get to use your money for something more important than fees and finance charges. You get to use your money for you. Membership is open to anyone who calls New Mexico home. Become a member of Artesia Credit Union today and see what your partners can do for you. North 5th Street in Artesia or online at artesiacu.org. Artesia Credit Union, member NCUA.
Pecans are a big deal here in Chaves County. We have some of the biggest orchards in the country, and lots of us have pecan trees in our yards. Hi, this is Jim Gill from Roswell Seed Company. Whether you have one pecan tree or 1,000 of them, this time of year, every pecan tree needs fertilizing. So come see us at Roswell Seed Company, and we'll get you fixed up with the right fertilizer for your pecan trees, so that next year, your nuts will be big and beautiful. And that's all I'm going to say about that.
Through Presbyterian Medical Services, Artesia Family Health Center is your all-in-one provider for medical, dental, and behavioral health services. They have highly skilled professionals ready to treat your medical, dental, and behavioral health issues. Appointments are available via phone calls, video calls, and limited office visits to provide you a safe and easy way to take care of your health. Need a COVID test or vaccine? Artesia Family Health not only offers testing, but the Moderna COVID vaccine too. Call and learn more. 575-746-9848 or visit Artesia Family Health at 1105 Memorial Drive in Artesia.
Hey, welcome back on the Good Morning Artesia radio show, and it's Chamber Chat time, and I have my Chamber Chat.
I'm so glad.
And
hey, have you opted into our text thing?
Lon and I talked about that the other day. I think she did.
Okay.
I have not yet.
Well, it's super fast and easy.
Okay.
You want to do it real fast? So open up a text message.
Okay.
You're going to want this, Gene. You want to get messages from the chamber. Okay. So to the two who it's going to, like where you type in a phone number, you're going to type 71 441.
71441.
Yep, and that's it. And then you go down to where you're going to type in a little message to us, and you just type Artesia.
Just Artesia.
Yeah.
Caps?
Doesn't matter.
Just Artesia.
Mm-hmm.
And then hit
and
send?
then hit send.
Okay. Thanks
You already got a
for
message.
joining the Carlsbad Chamber
What?
text program.
No.
Go away now. No. So I'm in.
You're in.
Okay, that's it.
Yep.
All right.
How fun is that?
Well, I don't know
It will
if
be
it
fun.
was fun, but it was very informative.
Yeah. So we're really excited to be rolling this out. We joined forces with a company called Member Text.
Okay.
And so we are going to be able to hopefully have a better rate of reaching our not of course members, but even community people can just text Artesia to 71441, and you'll get every now and again you'll get something going on like, oh hey, car show's coming up, or whatever we have, things that are going on around town. We can always that way. Honestly, sometimes emails get lost. They get buried, or they go to spam or junk or whatever. So this is a fun way for us to be able to, continue staying on top of. And we promise not to send a million texts. We actually only signed up for a certain amount that we can send throughout the whole entire year. So.
Now, I texted help for help.
Did you?
Lime Cellular Savings.
What?
4 messages a month. Reply stop to cancel. Message and data rates may apply, and there's an 800 number.
Oh.
When I typed help.
Cool.
Because it says reply help for help.
That's interesting.
And then if you decide that it isn't anything you want anymore, you just reply with stop, and then you get pulled out of the system. So
yeah, it's
that's
super cool. We're excited to be rolling that out. So if you would like to receive text messages from your local Artesia chamber, text Artesia to 71441.
There you go.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll get that done today. Should we wait while everybody does that?
Sure. Do you have another break you need to take?
No, I'm just kidding.
Okay.
Morgan talked about the car show yesterday.
Did she? I saw
Yes.
her on here. That's so nice. Yeah, so we can roll into to car show if you'd like. I'm really excited. We got approval from City Council last week, so we're really.
Was it unanimous?
It was.
Okay, I was going to find out if there was one stick in the mud there.
No, it was awesome. So we've got some. We're excited this year. We've expanded areas for viewing cars. For display. Last year we were busting at the seams, and so this year we had requested a couple extra areas to park cars. Apparently, last year we had to turn some away.
That's what I was told.
Did not have room. So we're really excited. Hopefully we'll be busting more at the seams this year again. But we've got 2 areas for food trucks, food vendors, That's going to be in the First American Bank parking lot. There'll be some over there.
Okay.
And also in the lot that's right in front of City Hall, next to kind of Kith and Kin and the gym, right there at 5th and Texas.
Okay.
So those will be two vendor locations. We are implementing, we're really excited. We've got a bike lane that's going to be Heritage Walkway.
Okay.
And so bicycles that are...
Not motorcycles.
No, bicycles.
Bicycles, okay.
Yes,
I was going to say.
non-motorized bicycles. Apparently, we had about 25 that registered last year for the show, and kind of we're running out of spots to display them. So we thought, hey, let's have a bike lane. And we're really excited for that. So they'll be parked in the walkway, which is really fun. And, of course, we're bringing back Tractor Row again. So that'll be in front of the Artesia Family Fitness Center gym right there on 4th Street.
4th.
Yep. So that'll be Tractor Row. We've got a bike lane. And then on Main Street, we're excited. We've been in contact with a car club that has a Spanish name, so please forgive me if I butcher this.
I'm not going to say it.
Viejitos.
Okay.
And it means old man club.
Okay.
Or old man or something like that. Viejitos.
Uh-huh.
So we're really excited for them to come. They are going to be parked all up and down Main Street. They've got cars coming from all over the state.
Oh, wow.
They've got Bernalillo, Las Cruces, he said. There was 4 different locations. I feel like Espanola is bringing a couple of cars, and golly, somewhere else. I can't remember. Maybe it's just Albuquerque area, but also this whole area too. So they've got a club that's spans the whole state. They're bringing in about 20 cars. We're really excited for them. So Main Street on the block of Roseland to 4th will be closed off, and that'll be Viejitos Boulevard.
And that's the 300 block, right?
Yes. Yes, the 300
block of Main Street. So, okay, that will be blocked off.
Yes.
Okay.
So that'll be fun because people traveling through town or even just out running errands, sometimes Heritage Plaza will get lost if you're going up and down Main Street. You won't see it, right? And so this is going to be a way to encompass the whole entire block. We're doing Main Street, Roselawn, 4th, Texas, all the way down to 5th. Western Bank has also graciously said yes again to include their parking lots. And so it's just going to be this whole big area. We're really excited to continue this downtown. It's great for our local merchants. It's great for people traveling through town that see it, So anyway, we're really excited.
Good.
Yeah, we've got all kinds of fun things this year. So register your car if you'd like at artesiachamber.com. It's just $30 per car. Of course, you'll get all kinds of fun goodies for that and be entered into drawings. They do hourly drawings, I believe, all day long on April 1st. So
good. No fooling. Now,
no fooling. Not
is there going to be a cruise on Friday night?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, we're excited. So
I take it the street won't be blocked off then.
The street will be blocked Friday night for the cruise, just for the 1 hour. Main Street.
Right.
But not the park. No. The cars parked on Main Street will just happen on Saturday. The cruise will be Friday night.
Got it.
Yep.
Okay.
So Friday night, March 31st, there is going to be the cruise. It's awesome. It kicks off the show, gets people excited for the next day. 6 p.m. starting at Bulldog Bowl. And then it'll come all the way down to 2nd Street on Main. They'll take a left, go around the roundabout in front of Hotel Artesia, and then come back to Main and go back the other way.
Okay.
So, yeah, we're excited. We did that last year, and it was, gosh, I think a record number of cars joined the cruise. And
just that first hour is the club, the car show entrance.
If they choose to participate.
If they choose to participate, just for that first hour.
Well, and we have people come out that just want to do the cruise.
Yeah.
And that's fine too.
Yeah. And then
so
after that first hour, then everybody else can join in. And the people that
it'll
want to continue can. If they don't, they'll...
Just the one lap is all that the street will stay closed for.
Got it.
And then after that, they'll pull the barricades and, but there's cars that continue up and down all, for quite a while. And so sometimes they'll also go ahead and get their parking spot in Heritage Plaza for the next day, and then they'll just leave their vehicles overnight. So.
Yeah, some people
And
do
we
that.
have security, so if you have a vehicle that you would like to do that with, we have security guards overnight at Heritage Plaza, just in the plaza.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Well, this just sounds exciting. And
I know, 24th.
24th
annual main event car show and cruise. It's been a staple in Artesia for so long, and we're really excited to see that it's continuing, and
downtown.
Yep, that it stayed downtown, and I'm excited for it. I think it's going to be really fun.
I'm sorry. That's neat to incorporate Main Street.
Yes.
So now it truly is the main event.
Right.
Main Street
car show and cruise.
Because there's actually cars on Main Street now. And will it be on both sides of Main Street in the 300 block
Yes,
there?
we'll be able to do both sides. Well, and honestly, when you look at the parking slots on, there's only about 10 on each side. And this car club, the Viejitos, are bringing 20 cars, he said. So
that'll fill up the area.
Fill it up, and if we have to leave one lane open, of course, for emergency things that hopefully won't happen. But we can go on the other side and park nose to tail. What do they call it? Nose to tail, I think.
Okay.
Or bumper to bumper, or whatever you want to do. So.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Well, that just sounds like a blast, and of course we'll talk more about it and have some more things to share as we get closer and closer to it, but I'm glad it's all working out.
Yeah, we're excited. It'll be really fun. We've already got some people registered. So this year we're also implementing sponsors for the event. They do, like I said earlier, they do drawings every hour. And so the people that do win the prizes, they're real nice prizes. Of course, they go to all the car shops and things like that. They get really nice things. And so we're asking for sponsors for this event this time, so that we can help the car club pay for those gifts and the drawings and the prizes and all kinds of things that we have going on. So holler at us for sponsors too.
Let's take a quick break. There's more Chamber Chat
yes, sir.
to talk about. So we'll be right back here on Good Morning Artesia.
Now for your Pecos Valley news update. New Mexico Governor Michelle Lujan Grisham on Monday signed to use zero-interest loans to help local governments in the arid Southwest state repair or replace their public infrastructure that was damaged by wildfires or subsequent flooding. The law follows last year's historic Hermit's Peak and Calf Canyon blaze that exploded into the largest wildfire in state history. Begun in early April as a prescribed burn by the U.S. government, it grew into a monstrous blaze that blackened more than 530 square miles. The city of Carlsbad will use about $10,000 in grant money to install a new safe surrender box designed to keep infants safe. The boxes allow parents or guardians to surrender a child anonymously. The grant money was approved back in October of last year. Most recently, a baby was found dead in late 2022 inside a dumpster in Hobbs. 18-year-old Alexis Avila is charged with murdering that child. Her trial has been delayed to April. You're up to date. I'm Jared Cirillo.
This is Jason Espinoza with today's Capitol Report. In an effort to improve elementary school literacy rates, House Minority Leader Ryan Lane has introduced House Bill 481, which provides a mechanism to fund elementary literacy materials aligned to the science of reading. Amanda Aragon, Executive Director at New Mexico Kids Can, is supporting the initiative.
This piece of legislation was really inspired by the award-winning podcast Sold a Story by journalist Emily Hanford. In Sold a Story, we hear about the struggles of parents and teachers across the United States who have realized what we have now realized, which is that in a lot of classrooms across America, we are failing to use the science-backed research to teach our students how to read. This fund incentivizes districts and schools across the state to adopt high-quality instructional materials aligned to the science of reading by allowing them to purchase these materials at no cost to the district. This is imperative. Not only is it critical that our teachers know how to teach reading, but it is critical that the materials in front of our students align to the science-based research. By adopting high-quality instructional materials aligned to the science of reading, we will ensure that more New Mexico students are getting access to the quality of instruction they need to learn to read, and therefore be successful in their education and beyond.
For the New Mexico News Network, I'm Jason Espinoza.
I'm Lou Dobbs. More key inflation updates this week. Retail earnings season is ramping up, and investors focused on NVIDIA's outlook. Those stories next. Lou Dobbs here for the good folks at Lone Star Transfer. If you felt like booking your timeshare was difficult in the past, you know it's recently been almost impossible. Most clients are shocked to learn their timeshare is now available to the public, severely limiting their booking options. Many owners have also reached out, upset their yearly dues have nearly doubled during this maintenance fee season. For well over a decade, this family-owned company has had the pleasure of helping over 18,000 owners legally and permanently get out of their never-ending timeshare fees. With an A-plus rating at the Better Business Bureau and over 900 five-star testimonials, their clients know they can trust Lone Star Transfer. Lone Star Transfer guarantees the release of all liability in your timeshare in writing and in a specific time frame. Call my good friends today for a free no-obligation consultation at 844-284-4739. That's 844-284-4739 or online at LoneStarTransfer.com. Hot January inflation data has Wall Street forecasting more rate hikes. The Dow Jones Industrials capping a losing week Friday. Investors looking for more insight into the Fed's rate plans this week. The January PCE Price Inflation Index update comes Friday. Investors are bracing for a sharp increase in the index. Retail earnings season kicks off this week. Walmart reports tomorrow. The stock up more than 1% so far this year. And Wednesday, NVIDIA's fourth quarter update. Revenue forecast to be down nearly 20% from the previous quarter. Wall Street targeting a nearly 40% decline in profits year over year. NVIDIA showing signs of rebounding. Please join me 3 times each weekday right here on this station. This is the Lou Dobbs Financial Report.
All right, let's get Steve in here. Take a look at our weather forecast. I think it's going to be windy. That's what I keep hearing. Is that what you hear?
That's what I hear.
Yeah.
That's what I... Oh, not yet. Not yet.
I don't know.
Okay,
I've seen some trash and stuff flying by.
Oh, I heard that's our new state flag.
The Walmart sack?
Yeah. Connected to the
tree or the bush, yeah. I like it. Here's the weather.
I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton with your Pecos Valley weather. Very gusty wind coming up over the next few days with a strong low and cold front moving through the area. Mix of sun and clouds today, wind gusting at about 40 miles per hour, and our high will be in the mid-70s. Watch out for some blowing dust across the roadways. We do have a slim chance of a shower overnight, mid-40s, cloudy and windy. Wind gusting to 60 miles an hour on Wednesday, mostly sunny, high in the mid-60s. That's your latest forecast. I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton.
Hey, it's windy out there. Let's
and it's not super cold.
I know it's weird. Let's see. There's the weather thing. So it says right now we've got cloudy 59.
Yeah, see, that's not bad.
We have a high wind watch until 11 p.m. Wednesday. So not 11 tonight, 11 tomorrow night.
So go get your Claritin.
Winds right now are out of the southwest at 11, gusting to 20.
Okay.
And they're going to continue to build until around 4 o'clock when we'll see gusts to 37. Winds at 23, gusts to 37. Then they'll kind of die down a little bit, only gust to 29. And then they'll pick back up and start gusting to 32, to 38, to 45 miles per hour, 25-mile-an-hour winds with gusts to 45 about 11 o'clock tonight.
Lovely.
And then tomorrow, 3 o'clock in the morning, gust to 40. And then tomorrow around 1 o'clock, 35-mile-an-hour winds with gusts to 55. So that's what you can expect tomorrow before it all moves on out of here late tomorrow night.
Goodness gracious.
So be ready for all of that. 59 high wind watch in Carlsbad, 56 high wind warning in Roswell, high wind watch in Hobbs in 59, and there's a high wind warning in Albuquerque in 40, 36 in Santa Fe, high wind warning and a winter storm warning for Cloudcroft. It's 40 there right now. High wind warning in Ruidoso, 45. High wind warning 52 in Las Cruces, sunny and 32 in Farmington. Red River has a winter storm warning, sunny and 27. Clovis, a high wind warning and a red flag warning, 52 and drizzle there. And in Lubbock, they have the trifecta today.
Oh, man.
They have a red flag warning, a high wind watch, and a fire weather watch. All today.
Wow.
In Lubbock, mostly sunny and 60. El Paso has a high wind warning, cloudy and 53. Quick break. More chamber chat when we come back.
Hi, I'm Dr. Keon at Carabelli Dental. Same-day smiles are what we do. My passion is helping patients chew, talk, and live with confidence. That's why I'm one of the few doctors in the U.S. who can create beautiful same-day smiles with the latest digital implant technology. This procedure is life-changing. Just ask Sean.
Hi, I'm Sean. I've been that voice that you've heard on the radio for most of my life, but I'm also a dad to 2 amazing kids. I've had a million reasons to smile, but in all my old pictures, I was never smiling. Truth is that life of improper care and being dealt a bad hand genetically left me practically with no teeth. It affected everything from the way I ate, the way I talked, and of course how I interacted with people. And that's where Dr. Keon and Carabelli stepped in. They eased my fears. They explained every step of the process in a way that I could understand, and they made me feel almost like I was part of the team. And now, I can't stop smiling. I have so much more confidence, and I love looking in the mirror now. I can't explain how much of a difference Dr. Keon's dental implant process made for me.
Our team can help you find your smile too. Come see us at Carabelli Dental, 575-622-4455.
Artesia car enthusiasts, Artesia Chamber of Commerce, and Artesia Main Street bring you the 24th Annual Main Event Car Show and Cruise 2023. Last year's record number of cars of all ages and sizes is sure to be beaten as we have expanded areas for vehicle display, added more food vendors, tractor row, and even a bike boulevard all downtown. We kick things off Friday, March 31st at 6 p.m. for the Main Street Cruise from Bulldog Bowl to 2nd Street and back. Join us Saturday, April 1st from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. as Artesia transforms into one of the hottest spots for car enthusiasts, residents, and visitors. Please come together to enjoy a weekend filled with music, cruising, friendly competition, and lots of fun for the whole family. Spectators are always free. For more information or to register your car, go to artesiachamber.com or stop by the office at 107 North 1st Street in Artesia. The Main Event Car Show and Cruise, Friday, March 31st and Saturday, April 1st in downtown Artesia. Ad paid for by Artesia Lodgers Tax. The Artesia Historical Museum and Arts Center will be hosting the annual Quilt Show, January 17th to February 28th in the Arts Center. The special exhibit is a showcase of the works by the Artesia Quilters Guild during the past year. The Artesia Historical Museum and Arts Center will be operating temporary hours in January, 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. Tuesday through Saturday, with regular operating hours to resume in February. All special exhibits are free to the public. For more information, contact the Artesia Historical Museum and Arts Center at 575-748-2390 or visit artesianm.gov/museum.
Eddy County is a proud supporter of FFA. Not everyone drives a tractor to work in the ag business. Today you could be a drone technologist, a hydrologist, in research, in IT, a mechanic, or a vet, to name a handful. Eddy County supports FFA because it promotes citizenship, personal growth, and career success. Visit agexplorer.com to learn more about FFA-related career paths. The FFA creed is learning to do, doing to learn, earning to live, living to serve. Join Eddy County in saluting each and every FFA member for their dedication and service to our community.
At Guy Chevrolet Company in Artesia, we understand the demands of everyday life, from work to school and all the activities in between. When you're on the go, you need the right transportation at the right time, and we can help. Let our professional sales team assist you in finding the right truck or SUV to handle your daily needs. From hauling kids to hauling equipment, we have the right Chevy, Buick, or GMC to make your life easier. We're here and ready to help today at Guy Chevrolet Company on the corner of 1st and Main in Artesia or at guychevy.com.
American Oil and Natural Gas provides a reliable energy solution, powers our economy, and ensures energy independence over foreign sources. As one of the country's leading producers, Coterra Energy has a responsibility to help meet these needs. We are growing our team and bringing on new team members who are passionate about energy and making a difference in the Permian. New team members receive a sign-on bonus and have access to an incredible benefits package. To apply, text Coterra to 71441. That's COTERRA to 71441. Coterra Energy is an equal opportunity employer.
Crisis averted.
Yes. All is well in the world.
All is well. So we have, what else is happening here?
Well, we're really excited to announce we just got the information in. So speaking of car show weekend,
yes,
there's a lot going on. So I know we've got a lot going on this weekend right now as well. However, I do want the car show. So Friday night is the cruise.
Mm-hmm.
Saturday is the car show from 9 to 3. And then at 6 p.m.? Yes, 6 p.m. Doors open at 6 p.m. At the Bulldog Pit, Artesia High School Bulldog Pit. There will be guest speaker in live, like he will be in town, Kurt Warner.
Oh, a car show weekend.
Yes.
Okay.
April 1st, Saturday, April 1st at the Bulldog Pit. Doors open at 6. He's a 2-time NFL MVP and a Super Bowl champion, so he's got a ring. Red Zone is bringing that in again. Like last year we had Tim Tebow. This year is Kurt Warner. We're so excited for that. Tickets are going to be coming soon. They're at the printers, so once we get them hot off the press, we'll do the same reservation system we did last year at the chamber.
So they're free, but you have to have a ticket.
You have to have a ticket to get in. Yes.
Okay.
So we're really excited to be bringing in that as well. It's just going to be a fun weekend. There's a couple of vendor events or booth type events happening around town as well. One at the fairgrounds, I feel like. The Yucca Blossom is at the fairgrounds Saturday and Sunday. So it's just going to be a busy weekend. We have talked to a few of the local hotels as well that are offering special rates for them. So get with us at the chamber or call the hotels directly, see what they're offering. And yeah, book your rooms now because it's going to be a busy weekend.
It's going to be filling up.
We're excited. So yes, main event, car show and cruise, 24th annual, March 31st, April 1st. Kurt Warner, April 1st.
Parade, cars on Main Street, Heritage Plaza, Heritage Walkway, bikes.
Bike lane, we got Tractor Road, Heathrow Boulevard.
You got food courts. You got the cruise on Friday night. You got, and if you want an early preview, it looks like on Thursday the 30th at the Ocotillo, they're having Jarabe Mexicano.
Yes.
On Thursday night.
That's right.
So the Thursday night before.
That's right.
The car show weekend. Because the parade's on Friday night and then Kurt Warner's on Saturday. So that's all going on that weekend, too.
It's a big, it's going to be a fun time. We're really excited.
That is pretty cool.
Yeah. So what are you doing this weekend?
What am I doing this weekend?
Well, Friday night you've got basketball.
Friday night we have basketball. And then I don't think I have anything specific planned. I know there's a Texas Tech game Saturday morning that comes on the radio.
Well, in the WOW conference.
The WOW conference, that's right, but that's women of...
For a better Artesia. Yeah, yes. Not women for a better Artesia. Women of the word, sorry.
Women of the word,
There's all these women groups.
So I think I'm not,
invited to that.
That's okay.
Sorry, Gene.
That's all right.
Hey, I'm glad you are who you say you are. And what you're dressed as.
If somebody asks, I have no problem identifying one or the other.
Yes, identifying. Thank you. That's the word I was looking for. Yes.
But that's going on this weekend.
Yeah, the WOW conference, and those ladies are coming in here in a little bit to talk to you.
That's right. That's right.
And then
Take Root and Bloom is the name of the 4th annual Women of the Word Conference, and that's Friday and Saturday at First Baptist Church.
Yes.
Okay.
Exciting times.
Got
I feel like childcare is available. Is it?
Scholarships are available.
Oh. They'll let you know when
I'm
they get
sure.
here,
I'm sure they are. Tony Melendez. Is that this weekend? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
So he comes in to town on Wednesday already. like as in tomorrow, and he's going to be doing mass at the church, Our Lady of Grace Catholic Church. He will be joined by his band later in the week. He'll be performing things for the students of Artesia Public Schools, so that's exciting. And then Saturday he's doing, I think Friday night he's doing a mass. Saturday he's going to do a mass, and then on Sunday he's doing a community event, and that's what we're really pushing is Sunday evening at the Estelle Yates Auditorium. So come check out the auditorium. I got a tour of it last week for Valentine's during their Sweetheart concert night, and oh my goodness, it is just absolutely beautiful. So Tony Melendez, he's going to be here. If you haven't heard of him, you guys, oh my gosh, his mom was given an anti-nausea medication when she was pregnant with him.
All right.
And the side effects of that were that he was born without arms and a club foot. So instead of having a negative life and woe is me and oh my gosh, I don't have arms, I'm this disabled person, at age 16 he decided to teach himself guitar. And he taught himself how to play guitar with his feet. He is now an accomplished singer and composer. He's played in all 50 states, as well as, 45 countries. And he even played for Pope John Paul II in 1987. We have a picture on this poster of the Pope giving him a hug. And what's super significant about that, I didn't know at the time of seeing this picture, is the Pope doesn't just get down from his chair and come to you. He usually just waves and says thank you for whoever's presenting or singing for him or doing whatever. But he actually got up, walked through the crowd, came to Tony and gave him a hug. And so I guess there was not a dry eye in the crowd back in 1987.
I can't imagine that. Yeah.
And he definitely just, I mean, if he's going to amaze the Pope, he can definitely amaze Artesia. And we're really excited to, there's been lots of sponsors that have helped get him here. And we're just so thankful to have such talent, but also just his spirit and, what he comes and what he's going to talk about. And, we're excited. And honestly, the best thing about it is that it's free to attend. So Artesia, Estelle Yates High School, or Artesia High School, Estelle Yates Auditorium, 5 p.m. on Sunday, the 26th? February 26th.
Yes, it is the 26th.
Good, I got it right on my flyer. So yeah, we're excited.
Double checking something.
Yeah, so he's got records, he's got books, he's got all kinds of things. Of course, check him out on YouTube. He has YouTube videos as well.
Okay.
Just to kind of see who's coming. I mean, he's been able to perform all over the world, and we get to see him here in Artesia. Yeah, super cool.
Pretty amazing, and it's free. So if you attend the Our Lady Grace Church, you'll probably have the opportunity to see him, or at some of these other events that he does. But for everyone else who just wants to come out for the concert, that'll be Sunday at 5 at the auditorium. So that'll be pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean, his whole message is, don't let your disabilities stop you from doing amazing things in life. And so
yeah, pretty cool
awesome
story there.
Yeah.
Well, that's coming up. So we have the Women of the Word conferences this weekend. We have Tony Melendez this weekend.
Yeah.
So there's lots of things going on, and
yeah.
Let's see, the golf scrambles in March. The clay shoot. There's a clay shoot in March. I think they changed the date on this Clean and Beautiful golf tournament. I was just going to let you know.
Okay.
Because that was the original date, I think.
Is it? Well, and we have the golf. We got like a whole schedule of events from the golf course, and we got it like in November. So if it's changed since then, that's probably.
I think it has, because Linda said it's always spring break.
Oh, that is spring
weekend.
Break.
And Juan said, hey, let's find another day for you. And Linda said, that's fine. And he said, well, let me check the scheduling. And he checked the scheduling, and then a couple weeks later got back with Linda, and he said, how about this day? So I think that's a different day from what you have.
Okay,
in
cool.
the deal there, but
yeah, Linda, if you're listening, Give us the new
Call
date. Call
Jessica and bring her one of your flyers.
Yes.
And let her know so that she can update the Chamber Chat.
Yes.
And if you're not getting Chamber Chat, you should.
Yes.
And how does one get Chamber Chat?
You can call us. Easiest way. 575-746-2744. Don't forget the 1. We've been getting phone calls
really
lately saying, well, this number doesn't work. This number's not working. This is what Google says the number is. Well, it's because they didn't type the 1.
Really? Okay.
Anywho, so 746-2744 or email Coxie, Nicole at artesiachamber.com.
Okay.
Nicole.
Okay.
No
and then
H.
she'll get you in on the Chamber Chat email. And then, as we mentioned at the top of the show,
text us.
And you don't have to be a Chamber member
no.
to get the texts.
Correct.
And so that's text Artesia to 71441.
Yep. 71441. We're excited.
Which I did, and Lana did the other day. So we're in.
Yay.
And we'll be ready. You haven't sent out a text, have you?
Just the initial.
Got it.
Thank you for signing up.
Okay.
We'll probably send some car show stuff as it gets a little bit closer. Like I said, we're not trying to spam people or send all kinds of messages. We just want to try to get the word out for some of our events, especially as we get into lunch and learns and things like that too, as we start scheduling that kind of stuff.
All that's coming up.
Yeah.
Well, good deal. I think that's all the time we have.
Oh, yeah? Oh, my goodness, it is.
Yeah, it's like almost 9 o'clock.
Can you believe it?
Do we cover everything today?
I think so.
I think so. The
car show
drama department has their play tonight.
Oh, I heard you talking about that. And they're going to competition with this play, right?
It's the play. Who Are We, Who We Are. Oh, and next hour, we're going to try to clear this up. I am told that Ronnie Null has a new nickname now. It's Chopped Liver.
Oh.
So we'll dig into that next hour as well.
Cool.
News this hour from townhall.com. I'm Rich Thomason. The nation's housing slump is deepening. Used home sales falling for the 12th straight month in January, dropping to the lowest level in more than a dozen years. Sales fell to a seasonally adjusted annual rate of 4 million properties last month, the slowest annual pace since October of 2010. That's when the housing market was still reeling from the 2008 foreclosure crisis. Russian President Putin is putting a stop to START. He is suspending Russia's participation in the new START nuclear pact. He made the announcement during his State of the Nation speech earlier today in Moscow, during which he also blamed the West for his invasion of Ukraine. Retired Lieutenant Colonel Robert McGinnis, our military affairs analyst.
Well, it's fairly typical of Putin to blame others for his own mischievousness, blaming, of course, the West because he used the words limitless power is what they seek, and therefore he said the elite of the West provoked the Ukraine war.
President Biden, currently in Poland, has been meeting with the Polish president and other NATO leaders. He's scheduled to deliver a speech later this hour from Warsaw. Apparently not afraid of what the U.S. may do, China is slamming the Biden administration for its warning to Beijing not to send arms and ammunition to its ally, Russia. China basically telling the administration to mind its own business, saying it will decide who it will support. A slap in the face. That's how the mayor of East Palestine, Ohio, describes President Biden's trip abroad and the hundreds of millions of dollars in additional aid being sent to Ukraine. The president has not visited East Palestine as the community suffers in the aftermath of the toxic train derailment. On Wall Street this hour, the Dow is down 465 points, the Nasdaq off 197 points. More on these stories at townhall.com.
We're entering a time of increasing hostility against people of faith, a time when Christians are going to be tested on a moral and physical and financial basis, unlike any other time in our lifetime. I'm Lance Wallnau, Christian author, evangelical leader, here to remind you that you have to take action to protect and steward what God has given you. For example, record high inflation is going to continue to eat away at the dollar, and the savings of your retirement account is in danger. Fortunately, God does provide a way. To protect your retirement, I recommend diversifying your 401k or IRA out of paper and into physical gold. And the best way to do that is with a gold IRA from Birch Gold Group. Now, to see how it works, just text the word FAITH to 989898. That'll give you access to a free info kit on gold IRAs. There are no strings attached, so text FAITH, F-A-I-T-H, to 989898 right now, and I pray your family is blessed with peace of mind because you took action.
Rescuers are once again searching for people trapped under rubble in Turkey after another earthquake hit the country, killing at least 6 people. The BBC's Anna Foster is there.
They've come here, they've spent the night here, many people with their children. Some people have brought their pets here because people don't now know where to go. Those buildings that they thought were maybe safe, when they feel these repeated earthquakes, it really concerns them that they are not safe in their own homes. Now, this new quake happened on the site of the old one, so in terms of the numbers of deaths and injuries, they are fortunately small in comparison to that quake 2 weeks ago.
A delegation of U.S. lawmakers met earlier today with the president of Taiwan, who promised to deepen military ties between the two sides, despite objections from China, which claims the island as its own territory, considering it a breakaway province. News and analysis at townhall.com. Mardi Gras time in New Orleans, things getting a bit out of hand.
A New Orleans police officer is under investigation after video on social media showed him throwing a woman to the ground in a Mardi Gras crowd. The video shows the officer carrying the woman from the front of a Popeyes restaurant and then dumping her in the middle of the street. Another video on social media shows the Leviathan float in the Crew of Orpheus parade catching on fire Monday night. No injuries were reported. Keisha Stevens reporting.
CNN's Don Lemon will return to work tomorrow after formal training for his remarks about Republican presidential hopeful Nikki Haley. Lemon has not been on the air since Thursday when he said the 51-year-old Haley was not, in his words, in her prime. Lemon said that a woman was considered in her prime in her 20s, 30s, and maybe her 40s. Lemon has since issued an apology while being widely condemned for the remarks. More on these stories at townhall.com.
I know what you're expecting to hear right now, the announcement of today's KSVIP. Well, I don't have a name for today, and I need your help. If you know someone who needs to be recognized for being a very special person, call right now, 746-2751. Ask for Tana and schedule a KSVIP. Your special someone will be recognized at this time all day long on their day, and they'll receive a flower courtesy of Lovebud Floral in Artesia. So call today and schedule your KSVIP.
Mowing my front lawn. I know they're all thinking I'm so wide and nerdy. Think I'm just too wide and nerdy. Think I'm just too wide and nerdy. Can't you see I'm white and nerdy? Look at me, I'm white and nerdy. I wanna roll with the gangsters, but so far they all think I'm too wide and nerdy. Think I'm just too wide and nerdy. Think I'm just too wide and nerdy. I'm just too wide and nerdy. Really wide and nerdy. Last year at MIT, got skills, I'm a champion of D&D.
Hey, welcome back on the Good Morning Artesia radio show for this Tuesday, February 21st. It's the 9 o'clock hour, hour number 3, and coming up on the show today, we're going to be discussing the Women of the Word Conference 2023. Looks like my mug needs to be recharged, so I'll get that back over here. I just got a notification. And then we'll have Aaron Irving back with us. We'll tell a few jokes with Aaron, get the market update, and then we'll finish up the show with Nancy from the Artesia DWI Task Force. Later today, we have sports, Texas Tech and Oklahoma on the radio, 6 o'clock pregame, 7 o'clock tip. And on the TV tonight, Goddard boys basketball versus Clovis from Goddard High School at 6 o'clock. Chris and Chris, that'll be on the Goddard channel at ksvptv.com. And Roswell boys basketball versus Clovis. And so Goddard's playing Lovington. Did I say Clovis? It's Lovington. Goddard's playing Lovington. Roswell's playing Clovis. And then the Goddard girls are at Portales, and the Roswell girls are at Clovis. And I'll be sitting at my command station tonight. I'll have the videos up, I'll have the internet streams, and I'll be sharing scores with the announcers. And that's what I do on Tuesday nights. That keeps me out of trouble. So All right, let's get the hour started. First of all, we've got some high winds that are going to be messing us, and let's get the weather forecast in here. Steve, how windy is it going to be?
I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton with your Pecos Valley weather. Very gusty wind coming up over the next few days with a strong low and cold front moving through the area. Mix of sun and clouds today, wind gusting at about 40 miles per hour, and our high will be in the mid-70s. Watch out for some blowing dust across the roadways. We do have a slim chance of a shower overnight, mid-40s, cloudy and windy. Wind gusting to 60 miles an hour on Wednesday, mostly sunny, high in the mid-60s. That's your latest forecast. I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton.
And then don't ask me what happens Thursday. Because then I'll even confuse myself some more if I start thinking about Thursday. But the winners advance and the losers are done tonight. So that's the main thing. All right, now it's cloudy and 61. We have a high wind watch until 11 p.m. Wednesday night. Chance for some light rain coming up in the next hour. Our humidity is at 51%. The dew point is 43. Our winds are out of the west-southwest at 12, gusts to 20. And the higher gusts are going to be around, 3-4 o'clock today when it gusts to 37. And then tonight around 10, 11 o'clock, it's going to gust to 45 miles per hour. So batten down the hatches, as they say. Carlsbad's checking in with cloudy in 61. Roswell drizzle in 58. Hobbs drizzle in 61. Albuquerque 43 and mostly sunny. 38 in Santa Fe. 41 in Cloudcroft. And they've got a winter storm warning for Cloudcroft in effect for the next 24 hours. High wind warning, drizzle 53 in Las Cruces. Sunny and 35 in Farmington. Winter storm warning, 28 at Red River. High wind warning and a red flag warning for Clovis, windy and 55. And Lubbock, mostly sunny and 63. They have 3 warnings or advisories. They have a red flag warning, a high wind watch, and a fire weather watch for Lubbock, all today and into tomorrow. El Paso has a high wind warning until 8 o'clock Wednesday night, cloudy and 53 degrees. All right, we're going to sneak in a quick break. We'll be back with our first guest for the hour. Don't go away.
In volatile times, it's natural to worry about your retirement.
Hon, I'm worried about our retirement account.
With today's economy, it just makes sense to keep your retirement money close to home with people you know. We have several guaranteed safe options. Peace of mind with retirement savings. It just makes sense. Western Bank of Artesia. Member FDIC. It just makes sense.
What's up, my fellow Americans? It's your boy, POTUS numero uno, George Washington. You know how I feel about lies, right? Not a fan. Well, you can get a great deal right now during the President's Day sale at Roswell Nissan with access to over 300 pre-owned vehicles, quality pre-owned trucks under $30K, and 10 grand off all new Nissan Titans when financed through Nissan. These are the lowest prices of the year. No cap, as the kids say. Come save a bunch of Washingtons during the President's Day sale. On now at Roswell Nissan, 2111 West 2nd, or shop online at roswellnissan.com.
If you need a Kubota that works and plays hard, stop looking. You'll find everything you need at Amigo Machinery. When it comes to tough Kubota tractors, mowers, construction equipment, and utility vehicles, all with low-rate financing, Amigo Machinery is your one-stop shop. We are passionately committed to providing our customers with the highest quality products, most innovative solutions, and services delivered with integrity and professionalism. Stop by Amigo Machinery in Roswell or see us online at amigo-machinery.com.
Every spring, Southeast New Mexico College will be offering condensed 8-week classes for their students. Registration has begun for those second 8-week classes, which will begin on March 20th. To see the classes being offered, go to senmc.edu, helping you reach your education goals, one class at a time. Southeast New Mexico College, now registering for second 8-week class to begin March 20th.
Find your direction, Southeast New Mexico College.
Holy guacamole! The best guacamole in the Pecos Valley is at La Fonda Restaurant in Artesia. Holy guacamole! Everything is coming in fresh by the truckload. Avocados, green chilies, jalapenos, tomatoes, and onions. The makings of our signature salsa, golden fried chili rellenos, and of course our guacamole. Holy guacamole, what are you waiting for? La Fonda Restaurant, 210 West Main in Artesia, with plenty of parking off Highway 285. Holy guacamole!
Sure, you can inspect your own roof, get out that rickety ladder, crawl around up there and try to spot the problem until... Or you can call the experts at Do Right Roofing. Do Right Roofing has quality products for any type of roof. They can even install seamless gutters. Do Right Roofing will inspect your roof and give you a free estimate fast. Keep your feet on the ground. Call Do Right Roofing today.
575-623-2273. Let Do Right do your roof right.
Find them fast in names and numbers.
If you're missing a tooth or several teeth, a dental implant may be the ultimate solution. Implants look and feel so much like real teeth that you probably forget you have an implant. Maupin and Brown Dentistry is one of New Mexico's most experienced implant providers, with literally thousands of implant patients who are absolutely delighted with the results. Call Maupin and Brown today for an evaluation. You'll be surprised how affordable implants can be. Maupin and Brown, your choice for experienced, state-of-the-art dentistry.
Dean's Inc. of Artesia provides a superior choice for all your electrification, communication, and supply needs, with a vision to be the premier industrial electrical service provider in New Mexico and West Texas, providing unparalleled quality in supplies and service with highly skilled and conscious personnel. We pledge to our customers to exhibit the utmost in integrity and reputation while providing superior quality in all we do. Dean's Inc., located at 409 Commerce Road or online at deansinc.com.
It's free. If he wants it, he's got to come and get it. So, welcome back. I shouldn't do that because then people are going, what's he talking about? I'll tell you someday. Joining us, we have Julie Johnson. Good morning, Julie.
Good morning.
And Hannah Hagelstein. Good morning, Hannah.
Good morning.
And we're going to talk about the Women of the Word Conference, which this weekend, can you believe it's already here?
No, I can't believe it. It's come up so fast. It has.
It has. So let's start with the basics. What is the Women of the Word Conference? Kind of tell us a little bit about that. Who wants to go first?
Yes, I'll go first.
Okay.
It is a women's conference for Artesia, surrounding areas, all different backgrounds, all different denominations are going to come together this weekend and just celebrate being children of God, really. We're going to worship, and we have amazing speakers coming in, and we have breakout sessions. We're going to have a lot of fun. So it's just a women's conference open to all women, and we're gearing up for it. It's going to be good.
So you're going to have events on Friday night, you're going to have events on Saturday, and you want to start with some of the Friday events, some of the things that folks can expect?
Yes, of course. So Friday night, so our conference theme this year is Take Root and Bloom. And so on Friday night, I'll kind of be setting. The president will come in and we'll have some amazing worship. Philip Wright and one of Artesia's own, Taylor Odell, formerly Taylor Gothard, is going to be leading worship. And so we're going to have some great worship there that night. And then I'll be kind of talking about the parable of the sower and talking about how it's important on where you root yourself, where you're planted, and growing roots there wherever God has placed you. And so we'll be talking about that on Friday night. And of course, there's going to be some fun, picture backdrops, and everything's hopefully going to be really pretty and very girly. Poor First Baptist men over there. They're like, what is this? There's going to be flowers everywhere. And so that's going to happen on Friday night, and Friday night starts at 6 p.m. here at First Baptist Church. And then on Saturday, we will open up our doors at 8:30. Conference starts at 9. Doors open at 9. Conference starts at 9:30. Oh my gosh, I keep getting that wrong. But we're going to have Jules Mohan, and she's going to be here. Her and Caitlin Garrison will be speaking on Saturday. So we'll have a fun Saturday morning. We'll play some games and get moving a little bit. And then Caitlin Garrison will be talking about her book, which is called Sweet Relief, and it's saving you from a life of striving. So she'll be talking a lot about that. And then we'll break out into breakout sessions, which Julie is actually leading one of our breakout sessions. And then we'll have Elizabeth Jackson leading our session, Bloom in Your Calling. We will have Kat Perez talking about Bloom, rooted in defense of your faith. So we'll talking about apologetics and kind of like the case for Christ, that along those lines. So we're excited about that one. And then I'll let Julie talk about hers. And then we have Tanea Edwards from Devoted, and she's going to be talking about blooming in prayer. So we're excited about that, and I'll let Julie kind of talk about what she's going to be speaking on.
My breakout session is rooted in the Word. Yeah.
She's all, wait,
What is it? Yeah, rooted in the Word. So I'm going to be talking about why it's important to be in God's Word, some strategies and tools to help women establish a good habit of being in the Word, and again, why it's important, why women of God need to understand the Word of God, and how we then share it. So we're open to any women, and as women, we really desire and need fellowship with other women. There's something about women, we need to be with other women. So if you are in the area and you feel alone, or you feel like you don't belong, or you don't have friends, come on Friday night and find community with women of the Word, with women from all, like Hannah said, all backgrounds, all churches in this area. We just want women to come together and find unity and purpose together and community. So we're looking forward to that. I think it's going to be great.
I was reading about your speakers. One of your speakers, Jules Moen, is coming in from Tacoma, Washington.
From Washington, yes.
Yeah. How will she find New Mexico?
I know. Hold up a big sign. But please stop here. No, her sister is actually from here, and Vanessa Elkins is her sister, and so she will be able to see family while she's here. So we're excited about that for her. But yeah, so it'll be very interesting, but it's going to be so good. She'll be closing out our conference on Saturday. After the breakout sessions, we'll have lunch, and then and lunch is provided and is included in the ticket, and then we'll have Jules Moen, and I'm excited to hear her speak. I've seen a little bit of what she's done where she is at, so I'm excited for her to come and share what she has, and I know that God's kind of placed a word on her heart just to talk about friendships. And it's kind of like what Julie was just saying, how important friendship is, how important community is. And so she'll be kind of closing us out with that. And then, so we'll be done at about 3:30 or so on Saturday. So then you'll still have the rest of your Saturday to go out and do something with your family.
Tour Artesia if you're from Washington or something like that.
Yeah.
And then you said Caitlin is an author. She's written a book.
Yes,
okay.
She has written a book with Proverbs 31 Ministries. So she's fresh off of her book tour. And so that's why we're excited. I'm like, yay, come on down here. But you can hear, even if you just go to her website, I think it's CaitlynGarrison.com, you'll hear podcast after podcast. She's been on Risen Motherhood and just all these amazing, huge podcasts in the Christian community speaking about what God has really shown her and what led her to write the book, and she kind of gives you a little bit of insight into it. So we're excited to have Caitlin, and she's going to come and teach, and then she has to pick up and go. She has another speaking engagement that very next day. So we're excited to have her on our schedule for this year.
Okay. And then you mentioned, Julie, your session is Bloom in Prayer?
Rooted in the Word.
Rooted in the Word. I'm sorry. Yes. You said that. And then you have Bloom in Your Calling.
Mm-hmm.
Rooted firm in your faith, and then Bloom in Prayer are the breakout sessions, the 4 breakout sessions that you have. Do those start on Friday and then continue on Saturday, or are they on Saturday? Or
So they are on Saturday. They're kind of like a mini session, more of a workshop. Like Julie said, she'll be giving tools, and a couple of the other ladies I know have worksheets that they'll be handing out. And we really want to drive home the point. We don't want somebody to just come and listen. We want them to apply it to their lives. And so that's really the goal of breakout sessions, where it's a smaller group, because everyone will be divided up, and it's a smaller group, and really just examining in their own lives and how to apply the things that they're learning.
So what does it cost to attend this Woman of the Word session this weekend?
Yes. So tickets have gone up. The early bird pricing ended, and so they are $75 to get in, and it includes a shirt, which I meant to bring one, but it includes a beautiful green shirt, and it includes also the lunch on Saturday, and then you'll get some goodies when you check in, like a notebook and paper, and pen and stickers and fun stuff like that. So it is $75, but we do have scholarships available. And so we never want it to be an issue of money. We want everyone to come. And, if you feel lonely, especially after COVID, feeling isolated for so long, we want you to come. So you can reach out on our Facebook page, Women of the Word, on our Facebook page, on our Instagram. It's the same, Women of the Word NM on Instagram. And then our website, womenofthewordnm.com.
And so if you need to, because you can buy your tickets here, but is that where you also, if you want to inquire about a scholarship?
Yes.
You would do that there as well?
You can do that as well.
That's great. I asked you when you came in before we went on the air, what's the registrations looking like? Is it look like you're going to have a lot of folks in town for this this session?
Actually, we have some traveling in from Lubbock, from Albuquerque, from Alamogordo. I think some from Hobbs, Roswell, Carlsbad. So we have a lot of the surrounding areas coming in. We're about anywhere from 175. We're expecting 175 to 200 ladies this weekend.
Okay, and that's good?
That's great.
Okay.
Yes, of course. Of course, we're just so excited. Every time, somebody buys a ticket, it gives me a notification, and I just do a little happy dance. Yay! So we really are so excited, and it was really fun. Our leadership team, like I said, we've had a great leadership team this year, and we had a sweet time just as a team on Sunday, and we got to print out the names of the ladies who are coming and pray over them. And so if you're coming to conference, we're praying for you. We're excited for you to come, and we can't wait to share this weekend with you.
Okay. Are any of the hotels helping out with any?
Yes. On our Facebook page and on our website, we have 3 different hotels, including Hotel Artesia, that have given us a rate. So just mention Women of the Word. I think Pecos Inn has also, and there's one more that I can't remember, but is on our it's on our Facebook page. I know for sure.
It's on the Facebook page. Okay, because I'm on the website and redirecting. Oh, it's redirecting me to the sales site. So contact us. I don't see the hotel info, but you can just ask or check. And
yes, on our Facebook page, we do have a designated post for that. I'm sorry, I should have remembered that.
No, that's okay.
But, I kind of like Julie was saying, just to touch on, we have over 17 churches represented, and that's just from the people that I know, are coming. And so what a beautiful picture of the body of Christ with everyone coming together.
That is fantastic. Julie, was there anything else that you wanted to
Hannah doesn't know all the things because she does have a great team, and she has delegated lots of things. So different people are involved with, getting the hotel set up, getting the meals set up, getting the, the media set up, and all the advertising. So she's done very well at delegating that, and so don't blame her for not knowing all.
Oh, no.
Elizabeth would know that, right?
Elizabeth,
where is she this morning?
Wherever you are.
So, Julie, what else does Hannah not know about?
I know. I thought, wait, what? What don't I know?
She doesn't know. She thinks she does.
She'll find out when it happens, right?
Right. But that's the great thing about having a team, right? You don't have to do it all. Thankfully, she doesn't have to do it all. We are a good team, and everyone has done their part to make this come together. I'm very excited. It's gonna be great. Super excited.
Well, it sounds like some great speakers and just some great information and some time for fellowship for women here in Artesia and all over this weekend. And there's still room, so there's still time to sign up. And it's $75 for the whole session, but that includes the T-shirt and the lunch.
Yep. And we do have scholarships still. So if, like she said, if money is an issue and you want to come and you're like, I don't know if I can figure it out, message us on the page. You can still come. Please, we want you to come.
WomenOfTheWordNM.com. It's also on Facebook and Instagram. I think I know what those symbols are here on the bottom of your page. It's a new world, with all of this stuff that's going on. And it's Friday night and Saturday at First Baptist Church in Artesia, New Mexico. So is there anything else we need to remind folks about? Do you have any on your list there?
I just wanted to say thank you. We've had community just really surround us. Of course, First Baptist just giving and giving and giving, and anything we say, they're like, yeah, we'll make it work. And just such again, so sweet of them. And then Agape Floral, they're going to be doing stuff because, again, our theme is Take Root and Bloom. And so Agape is going to be doing some stuff for Sun Country Garden. They're going to contribute some of their beautiful plants for our stage. And Upchurch Creative, we've filmed a really neat video with Upchurch Creative, which is Boschman Upchurch from Faith Baptist Church. And so we got to work with them, and the Pecos Valley Baptist Association, they've just really come behind us and supported us with advertising. And so we just wanted to say thank you. Thank you to the community. Thank you to you for having us here. And so we're just so grateful.
Well, good. Well, thank you. All right. We're going to take a break, get the Zoom room open up, because Aaron, I'm sure, has got like 8 or 10 jokes that he's been waiting to tell. And we'll have that coming up next. Thank you so much. And good success with your program this weekend.
Thanks.
We'll be back in just a moment.
Meet at the Adobe Rose each Wednesday for Wine Down Wednesday. Get 40% off glasses and bottles of wine. Wine Down only at the Adobe Rose in Artesia.
Through Presbyterian Medical Services, Artesia Family Health Center is your all-in-one provider for medical, dental, and behavioral health services. They have highly skilled professionals ready to treat your medical, dental, and behavioral health issues. Appointments are available via phone calls, video calls, and limited office visits to provide you a safe and easy way to take care of your health. Need a COVID test or vaccine? Artesia Family Health not only offers testing, but the Moderna COVID vaccine too. Call and learn more. 575-746-9848 or visit Artesia Family Health at 1105 Memorial Drive in Artesia.
Double Up Days are back at Roswell Honda, and that means double your tax refund up to $2,000 right now. $1,000 gets you $2,000, $1,500 gets you $3,000, and $2,000, well, that gets you $4,000 towards your next vehicle at Roswell Honda, and that's on every make and model across the lot. Bring in your tax refund and let Roswell Honda double your refund up to $2,000. Now's the time to make your dollars go even further, and it all starts right here. Double Up Days are back at Roswell Honda, 2177 West 2nd.
Hello, this is Andrew Davidson, Market President of First National Bank. We'd like to invite you to come bank with us. We offer a full range of financial products that create possibilities in the lives we touch, and in this community we're proud to serve. Our friendly staff understands the importance of every financial transaction, whether you want to open a checking account or apply for a personal loan, finance your business or commercial property, or want to apply for a home loan, we're here to help. First National Bank, we're big enough to serve, small enough to care.
Call First National Bank in Artesia, 575-746-4794. Member FDIC and equal housing lender. Devon Energy is proud to support Artesia High School athletic programs. By partnering with Artesia, we're making an investment in the long-term future of our community. Sports teach discipline, teamwork, and leadership, skills our youth will use to succeed for a lifetime. From our team to yours, Devon Energy wishes you good luck this season, both on the field and in the classroom. Go Bulldogs from Devon Energy.
Asian Market brings the flavors of the East to Roswell. The market side has lots of new and different items, including sauces and noodles to enhance your Asian dishes, plus new snacks and more. There's always something new and exciting waiting for you. And the restaurant inside Asian Market has all of Nook's favorites from 11 to 5, like wontons, egg drop, rice or noodle soup, crispy calamari, and the best barbecued fried rice in town. All made fresh. Dine in or call ahead for easy pickup.
Hi, this is Nok. Come see me at the Asian Market, 5702 South Main in Roswell. Call 575-840-5309.
1 gig internet is available in Artesia and Carlsbad from PVT. Level up your internet for the speed and Wi-Fi you need to boost game consoles, computers, streaming devices, and all your home's other connected devices to peak performance with no data limits. PVT broadband internet with speeds up to 1 gig, powered by PVT's whole home managed Wi-Fi, takes your game or home office to the next level. Call 575-748-1241 or visit PVT at www.pvt.com today to get connected.
At Guy Chevrolet Company in Artesia, we understand the demands of everyday life, from work to school and all the activities in between. When you're on the go, you need the right transportation at the right time, and we can help. Let our professional sales team assist you in finding the right truck or SUV to handle your daily needs. From hauling kids to hauling equipment, we have the right Chevy, Buick, or GMC to make your life easier. We're here and ready to help today at Guy Chevrolet Company on the corner of 1st and Main in Artesia or at guychevy.com.
I thought I had the mail online on my iPad here. Aaron Irving joins us now with a tribute to Meghan Markle and South Park.
And Prince Harry.
And Prince Harry, that's right. Oh, that's right. I forgot about that guy.
I guess not Prince anymore, right? Something like.
No, he's still Prince Harry.
Is he? Okay.
Yeah, he's still the prince. I don't know what he's the prince of. And somebody asked this the other day, does he have a last name? And I think it's like Mountbatten or something like that.
Yeah, I think it's like several words, if I remember. They got like a big old. I added this one for fun.
Let's see. There's John Elway poster as a Denver fan. Joe Biden's in my closet. If you go in there, he'll sniff you. They've been getting a lot of not Harry. The South Park people apparently did something a few years ago, poking fun at transgenderism.
Oh yeah.
You know, they kind of predicted that this whole craziness would happen. And apparently that clip has gone viral now because, 5, 6, 7 years ago they were making fun of that garbage, and now people are pulling it up. Meghan Markle feels excluded from the coronation plans, according to sources.
Huh.
They say the Sussexes may avoid King Charles' ceremony in wake of security fears and memoir backlash.
Probably a good idea.
That's on the Daily Mail.
You want to have a car wreck in a tunnel anywhere.
Too soon? And then what else? I guess she's really upset over this clip that you have up there now. Meghan Markle has been upset and overwhelmed by portrayal on South Park episode, according to a report. And that is hilarious because most people that don't like her are watching that clip and they're going, yeah, that's her. That's her.
Or anybody that's honest.
Exactly
them. So.
Yeah. Look at us. We want our privacy as they get out of their private jet and they have the banners all over their house, and then of course they show up on the TV show Good Morning Canada or whatever with their signs, we want our privacy, stop looking at us, we want our privacy. I love it.
Yeah.
I
didn't watch the episode, but it sounds like it was hilarious. So.
Yeah, no, it's they can't have it both ways. That's what I don't understand.
Yeah.
And Harry,
if you want privacy, be private.
Right.
If you don't, then be out there.
And understand that when you're the prince in the royal family, there's a certain amount of celebrity, paparazzi awareness. And I understand his mom and the whole deal that went through with Diana and all that, how it's affecting them. I like how the talk show host labeled the book. It's called, not Spare, it's called Wah!
Yeah.
I like that. Pearls before swine. Hey, Pig, how are you doing? Not good. I feel like my life is falling apart. What are you going to do? And he grabs a little key fob, and he hits the button on the key fob. Honk, 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 and it scares the rat. Not what the panic button on your car keys is for. And the pig says, well, then what's the darn thing for? Let's see. Goat says to rat, what's that? And the rat says, it's a new watch. I just bought it. And Goat says, you just got a fancy watch to show off. And Rat says, no, I didn't. I got it because it's a good watch and it tells time well. So in the next panel, he's at a counter and there's a nice young lady sitting at the counter.
Okay.
And Rat snuggles up to the nice lady and says, want to know what time it is? Did you hear about the original iPhone mint in package, never opened.
Ooh.
2017 iPhone, 8 gig, sold at auction for $63,000.
Wow. There's some people that just got too much money on their hands.
I don't know. I think Lana has a original iPad, mint in box, never opened. So I wonder if I could get $63,000 for that.
You might as well try, huh?
I could use $63,000.
Yeah. What do you do with it when you buy it for $63,000? Put it in your drawer? You're not going to be able to use it.
I know. Yeah, the hardware is not sufficient to run anything today.
Yeah.
And so
I might have an MS-DOS floppy disk somewhere that somebody can buy from.
Hey, I think I have in a floppy disk case the 24 disc Windows 95 Toshiba laptop operating system.
There you go.
Yeah. So if you needed to restore your Windows 95 operating system on your Toshiba laptop, I think I can help.
You can take care of it.
I wonder if that's worth $63,000.
Probably not. Be nice to find some sucker that would buy it for that, right?
That's true. Yeah, shoot, I think I still have the Toshiba laptop. That might be kind of fun. Let's see. What does Jeffrey have here? Sell the iPad. Jeffrey needs a car. Well, you know what, Jeffrey? If we did do that, I would get you a car. I promise that. I would, if that sequence of events happens.
I'm doing my research.
In 1995.
No, he's going to find out how much I can sell the iPad for.
All right.
But it's not my iPad, it's Lana's iPad, so I doubt if I would be given permission to do that.
She's holding out for more.
Yes,
Wait till
exactly.
later.
Exactly. That's exactly what's going on. Well, what else do you have for us today? I bet you've got a couple of funnies.
Sure. There's a new epic movie coming out about Harry and Meghan abandoning the royalty and moving to Georgia to lead an agrarian lifestyle. It's called Gone with the Windsors.
And what does Megan like to say? I'll think about that tomorrow. And what does Charles say? Frankly, Megan.
I would love for you to do that.
That would be awesome if Charles did that. Yeah, and that's what's so sad.
For you if you got time.
Yeah, go ahead.
An engineer is having lunch. It's a beautiful day, so he takes his brown bag lunch outside to the fountain beside the office. He sits on the edge of the fountain and is about to bite into his sandwich when a frog hops out of the fountain and says to him, "Hello, thank goodness you're here. I'm a beautiful princess who has been cursed by a witch. Only a kiss will turn me back to my human form. Please kiss me and let me return to my people." The engineer blinks, smiles, picks up the frog and tucks it into his shirt in the front pocket. Having finished lunch, he begins a walk around the campus in the sunshine. The frog furrows its brow. Maybe you didn't hear me. I'm a princess. Please kiss me and make me human again. I'm sure my people will pay handsomely for my return." The engineer pats the frog on the top of the head and begins to whistle. The frog panics. "Please, I beg you, I can't be a frog any longer. Kiss me and I'll marry you. You'll be royalty and will want for nothing the rest of your days." "Look, Froggy," the engineer finally says, "I'm an engineer. I wouldn't know what to do with a girlfriend, but a talking frog? Now that's really cool."
It might be almost as worth as much as a mint-in-box, never-opened iPhone.
Yeah, the engineer's probably the one that bought it.
Exactly. He knows exactly what he's talking about. There's a great Warner Brothers cartoon with the singing, talking frog that tells a good story.
The one with the cane and the hat?
Yes. Yeah. Tells a good. Now, the woke people haven't gotten a hold of it yet to rewrite it and take out all the insensitive terms like they're doing to, was it Roald Dahl? He wrote Willie and the Chocolate Factory.
Oh, yeah, I saw they changed out a lot of the wording and a lot of those things.
Yeah, made it gender neutral, politically correct. And I was watching a clip from Gutfeld last night, and they said, look, this author basically was a communist. The Willie and the Chocolate Factory is basically a communist, socialist, all the rich, wealthy people all get their,
their
comeuppance, and in the end, the humble little poor kid winds up with the chocolate factory.
And that's not good enough.
that apparently is not good enough for the wokesters, so they're going in and fixing it. So, all right. Well, we probably ought to get into our report, see how the markets are doing this morning. Now that Joe has been spending more of our money in Ukraine and Poland.
Yeah,
is it true? Have you seen polling data? Is it really true that over 60% of the American people are just absolutely happy with the fact that we're spending all the money that we're spending with Ukraine, and that we need to keep doing it and keep going and keep going and keep doing that?
I think there might be people that are happy we're supporting Ukraine, but would like it to be a little bit more responsible and have some parameters and things. But the question probably was, do you support Ukraine or do you not support Ukraine?
Yeah, because according to Hugh Hewitt, it's a Gallup poll, and anybody that thinks otherwise is not understanding what the American people really want. And I can't believe that that's what the huge majority of the American people are really happy with what we're doing with Ukraine right now. It's a puzzle. I'm not quite sure I believe that, but I guess I have to because Hugh Hewitt said it was. So.
Well, it's either they kill the Russians or we kill the Russians, and we need to keep.
Yeah, but
our
are we ready to do that, Aaron? Are we ready to do that? That's the question. We can't even shoot down balloons.
Exactly. It's better to have the Ukrainians killing the Russians.
I think you're right. Well, if that's the option, I guess I'm in. So, all right. Well, let's see how the markets are doing.
All right. This is Aaron Irving with LPL Financial, member of FINRA and the SIPC, bringing you your mid-morning stock market report for Tuesday, February 21st. Stocks are lower this morning as higher rates continue to pressure market sentiment, and the latest batch of retail earnings raised concerns about the state of the U.S. consumer. The Dow Jones Industrial Average was down 1.5%, along with the S&P 500, while the NASDAQ Composite pulled back by 1.8%. Home Depot shares fell 4.6% after the home improvement retailer posted weaker than expected revenue for the fourth quarter. The company also issued a muted outlook. Benchmark 10-year Treasury yield climbed to 3.9%, while the 2-year rate advanced to 4.7%. Those moves built on last week's gains for yields, which rose as traders grappled with hotter-than-expected inflation data. Traders are worried that stubborn inflation will lead the Federal Reserve to keep rates higher for longer, which could tip the economy into a recession. Stocks got off to a strong start for 2023, with the S&P 500 up more than 6% year-to-date through Friday's close. The Dow fell 0.1% last week, marking its third straight weekly decline. The S&P 500 slid for a second consecutive week, losing 0.3%, while the tech-heavy NASDAQ Composite bucked the trend, rising 0.6%. The Fed tomorrow is scheduled to release the minutes from its meeting of January 31st and February 1st. The central bank hiked rates by 25 basis points after that meeting. The Dow Jones Industrial Average is currently down 546 points at 33,280. The S&P 500 is 63 points lower at 4,015. And the NASDAQ Composite is off by 226 points to 11,560. West Texas Intermediate crude is down 9 cents a barrel to $76.25. Stocks of local interest. HF Sinclair is up 23 cents a share to $52.53. Walmart is 82 cents higher at $147.26 a share. EOG Resources is up 19 cents a share to $118.61. And ConocoPhillips is $1.25 higher at $105.37 a share. This is Aaron Irving with Oakley and Irving Wealth Management, serving business owners and energy industry professionals in the Pecos Valley and beyond. You can find us at oiwealth.com, or at our offices in Artesia and Carlsbad. You can call us at 575-887-7075. All indices are unmanaged and may not be invested into directly. Securities are offered through LPL Financial, member of FINRA, and the SIPC.
Yeah, I found the story on the Daily Mail in the Royals section. Are Harry and Meghan planning to sue the makers of South Park? Royal commentators claim lawyers for Duke and Duchess are casting an eye over animated sitcom after it savaged them in the Worldwide Privacy Tour episode.
The truth hurts.
Yeah. It is now suggested the broadcast may have legal ramifications with the lawyers. I think, and this is where, Harry could be running up and down screaming that we need to do that, and Meghan needs to tell him, look, it's America. We have a thing in America called free speech.
Right.
And if the makers of South Park want to do a parody and poke fun at us, they are free to do so, and a lawsuit would be a waste of money and time.
Yeah.
But no, Megan's like, my feelings are hurt.
You hurt my feelings.
Sue.
I have to go to an interview, on a TV interview, to complain about it.
Yeah, exactly. So we'll see what happens with all that. All right, Aaron, you have a wonderful day today. Hope you don't blow away in the wind.
I'll do my best not to.
All right, he's wearing a tie. What a goofball. He's wearing a tie. In the wind. Good luck with that. All right, Aaron, thanks a lot. Aaron will have the closing markets for us at 4:30 this afternoon. Sean Hannity with thought on the news of the day.
Your morning espresso starts right here. It's the Sean Hannity Morning Minute.
2/3 of Americans are living paycheck to paycheck. The average American household is paying $10,000 in Biden inflation tax. Gas prices are up 46%. Real wage growth is down. Heating and electric bills now at a 25-year high. Credit card debt is at an all-time record, a 15% jump in the third quarter. That's the highest in over 2 decades. America's trade deficit, the highest on record. GDP growth is down. Mortgage rates last week were at about 7% for a 30-year fixed. When he took office, it was only 2.7%. Americans are now paying more taxes than ever. And the question remains, are you better off now than you were 2 years ago?
The Sean Hannity Show, from coast to coast, later today.
I want to remind you about something that you wouldn't think could happen, but it can, and it's people can steal your home. My friend had his home stolen. The crime is home title theft. It's real. It's horrendous, but it's real, and it's everywhere. Now, luckily, this was just a demo, but I saw how criminals all around the world target American homeowners, and that's why I protect my home with Home Title Lock, and you need to as well. And a thief can simply forge your signature on a legal document claiming you sold your home to them. Homeowners insurance and common identity theft programs do not protect you, but Home Title Lock does. They want to give you an absolutely free, no obligation verification that your home is still in your name. You register for 30 days of protection for free. Just go to HometitleLock.com, promo code Sean, an absolutely free, no obligation. That's HometitleLock.com, promo code Sean.
Hey, welcome back on the Good Morning Artesia radio show, and we finish up our segment today with Nancy Husselman from the Eddy County DWI Task Force. Good morning to you, Nancy.
Good morning. How's everybody?
Oh, we're just hanging in there, waiting for the wind to blow, and I guess it's already started. It's kind of picked up out there, and
I'm waiting for the wind to stop blowing.
Friday.
Friday.
Yeah.
When the temperature is bad?
Yeah.
Is it supposed to be cold Friday?
Oh, I don't know. I don't.
sorry.
The paradox of southeastern New Mexico.
Yeah.
If you have a good, nice temperature, you'll have bad wind.
Yeah.
Have no wind, bad temperature.
Bad temperature.
I have come to the conclusion, if you want to know what the weather's like, get up and look outside. If
Well,
the
looks
trees are blowing over like this, yeah, the wind's blowing.
What's the weather stone? Get the weather stone. You put the weather stone outside. If the weather stone is warm, it's warm outside.
No.
If you can see the weather stone, it's sunny outside. If the weather stone is wet, it's raining outside. And if the weather stone is in your neighbor's yard, it's windy outside.
I'm going to check one of the rocks by the pond, and
There
I'm
you
going
go.
to dub that
The weather stone.
The weather
Weather
stone.
stone. Yeah, that's awesome.
Well, last go ahead.
Growing
I'm
up
sorry.
at Mayhill, we used bear grease.
There you go.
And my dad knew how to read it. To me, it was just bear grease sitting in the window. But it did. It got literally cloudy, and then it would settle down and kind of even itself out. And it did all kinds of things.
So he could tell by the bear grease.
Absolutely.
Well, that's amazing. I keep thinking why they can't, if they're having trouble finding water for a water well, why don't they get the divining rods out? I've not had anybody say they don't work.
Have you ever tried one?
I have.
It's amazing.
It is. It is.
It makes you feel like, oh my gosh, this really works.
It does.
And I can't deny it.
When we had the sprinkler system put in the yard, all the utilities came and marked, the power company marked them inside the yard, the gas company marked them inside the yard, the cable company, everybody marked them, phone company. The city marked where they were in the alley. I said, well, that doesn't do me any good at all. We're not putting the sprinkler system in the alley. And so I did. I got a couple of divining rods out, and I kind of guessed where the water lines were in the backyard. But it is funny how that works.
It is. It's
crazy. Well, before we lose all our time, last week we were talking about, because it was Super Bowl weekend, or
yes,
a couple weekends ago, a couple weeks ago, yeah, and how a lot of people go to home parties, people host parties.
Right.
You go out to a restaurant that serves alcohol, there's a certain responsibility that the restaurant proprietor and the servers have when it comes to continuing to serve alcohol to people that appear to be inebriated. But when you go to a home party, what responsibility does the person hosting the party have?
And how do they know?
And how do they know?
A lot of people are just sloppy down drunk, and you know that for a fact. But I just want to say up front, don't forget that 0 is the limit if you're going to get in your car and drive. But I just wanted to talk about how do you go from point A to point Z. And Jeffrey offered to come in and help
Jeffrey's
me
had some experience in training in that regard.
And I got all of this information, and I read it, and it just went, okay, talk to Jeffrey. He knows what he's talking about. I don't. So
One of the issues with the liability, when you are with a restaurant or a bar, you have set and defined fines, whether it's closing the bar, closing the restaurant. The owner will be fined, the person who served them will be fined. But when you're at home, you don't have those automatic, it's a $10,000 fine. You're still liable for those people that are drinking alcohol that you purchased in their home. And if you leave their house and kill a family, the people who's provided the alcohol show partial liability.
Okay.
That was a question we had last time. Yeah, okay.
And that's one of the big things is people that come to your party. Now, if they bring their own alcohol, then that's a lawyer could probably get you out of that. But if you provide alcohol to them, you are basically the one who enabled them to do what their poor decisions.
So what are some tips on recognizing? You have a party going on. You got a lot of folks. There's big games on the screen, or people are in the fridge or in the coolers or whatever. What are some things that you need to be aware of that's an indicator that, hey, party guest over here probably should not be driving a car?
And that is where it can be tricky because I think I was telling you a few weeks ago, if I had a twin brother, we're the exact same height, weight, metabolism, and I am drinking whiskey on the rocks, and my twin is drinking whiskey with Coke or club soda, anything carbonated, we can drink the exact same amount of drinks, and I won't show that inebriation because that alcohol is technically still in my stomach where it only absorbs about 10% of the alcohol. I still have all that alcohol in me, so eventually I will get that drunk, but the person drinking the whiskey and Coke, they'll show it quicker because carbonation opens up the facilic valve in your stomach, releases contents to your intestines, and that's where 80% of the alcohol is shown. So you can watch one person and you're, okay, I know this guy cannot drive or this woman cannot drive because they are sloppy drunk. Their twin has had the exact same amount of alcohol. So...
But they're not exhibiting.
But you
this.
can't see it.
Yeah.
So as the host or the bartender, you keep that in mind because you're there for the Super Bowl. You are there for 4 or 5 hours. And that person has 10 ounces of whiskey in their stomach waiting to be absorbed into their blood system. So if that hits right whenever they leave and they get into a wreck, even if they're not showing that yet, that alcohol will be in their bloodstream and they'll blow up whatever for a DWI or aggravated DWI, even though from the looks, they're the good driver.
Mm-hmm.
That guy is trashed. He can't drive. But you can. When technically they have the exact same amount of alcohol in their system. And then, yeah, there's I know back in the 90s when portable breathalyzers were coming out, we had to make rules at our bar in Scottsdale because it turned into a joke. Let's see how high of a BAC I can get. Let's see. And they kind of quit when they realized that we were cutting them off. When they'd proclaim what their BAC was, we're like, oh, cool, you're done.
Yeah.
What? No, I'm like, you pointed it out to us.
Yeah.
We didn't have to worry about how you look, how you're talking. You just said you've got a point.
Yeah. So I guess with that information in mind, if you're hosting a party, is it responsibility of the host to maybe keep an eye on how much is being consumed by each one of the guests?
Yes, because legally they are the ones liable for those that are consuming alcohol provided by you in your home. You're basically taking all that responsibility that the bar, the person who owns the liquor license, and the person who served them. And the other part with that is it could be, I don't know for sure, I'm sure it is, when I was bartending, if I served a person one drink and they got into a wreck,
mm-hmm.
and it shows that they had a huge high blood alcohol content, I'm the one who's getting charged because I was the last person. So they could be at the bar next door, have 10 drinks, they come in, I don't notice. It's just okay, here's a new person, here's a drink. I gave them their last. I only gave them one. The other bars and restaurants could have given them 10. The one who's liable is the last one who served the drink. And that could be true in a home situation also. A person comes over to your house trashed. They've been pre-gaming since the sun rose. They come over to your house, have a drink, leave, kill someone. It's possible you could be legally liable for that as well.
Yeah.
It's that personal responsibility that many people have forgotten what that is, and it's someone else's fault.
Wow. This is all just makes you not want to have parties.
Yeah. Or Coke, soft drink parties and not Coke. That could get twisted up all over the place.
Yeah. Or parties with alcohol, I guess.
Right. Right.
And those are things you have to watch.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like now that I don't drink alcohol because of the seizures, I'm the perfect designated driver for everyone. Whenever we're out doing anything, I'm like, oh, I can drive you guys home.
Yeah.
I can drive home because I'm stone cold sober.
Yeah.
How does that? Oh, excuse
No, go
me.
ahead.
How does alcohol affect someone? Say they're out golfing in the heat all day long, and they're drinking.
It's going to move through your bloodstream quicker because your body is pulling the liquid in. There it needs the water, and all the liquid that's in you is seeping quicker through your body to help keep everything from drying out. And so whether it's alcohol, Coca-Cola, or water, that is still being processed by your body, and heat will speed it up. So will humidity. It's similar to elevation. You're drinking in Ruidoso, you are going to get inebriated quicker than you are here in Artesia. But then you go to Houston, outside on the patio in the summer, you will be getting drunk quicker because your body is
because the heat and humidity
processing that.
So people really need to be careful about, well, where am I and what am I doing before they start drinking. Just because they can drink 5 or 6 drinks and everything's cool in Artesia doesn't mean when they go up to Cloudcroft or Ruidoso that things aren't going to change.
It's similar to, I can run a very fast mile at Bulldog Bowl, or I could. I go to Colorado Springs and try to run a 400-yard or 400-meter. I can't make it.
No.
That's why the Olympians train there.
So just common sense says, and when you're going to play golf, don't necessarily load up the cooler with beers, but probably water would be better than anything else when you're out on the golf course, because as you get hot and sweat
and of course, if you intend to do that, drink all the beer and everything while you're doing it, make sure that there's somebody that's going to take you home so that you don't get in that position.
And when I'm drinking, or when I used to be drinking, I would try to go 1, possibly 2 drinks for every bottle of water, so I'd try to equal them out, dilute them to a bit, just to help your body process that alcohol easier without getting trash, because your body is literally going through the alcohol quicker. It's running through your body quicker, and it can't absorb as much into your bloodstream.
Well, my next question is, what's the difference between men and women as far as consuming alcohol?
And that goes into a biological part that I honestly don't know, but there is a difference.
Okay.
So I don't know if these days they can't be. It's like, no, I identify as a dude, so I'm going to drink.
Well,
a 30-pack.
I was thinking about that when you asked the question. But if all that social garbage aside, is there a biological difference between men and women when it comes to absorption of alcohol and so forth?
Yes.
Well,
Okay.
and according to this little study, even the hormones and stuff affect where you're, especially a woman, where she's at in that particular month, that alcohol messes with that tremendously, and that was a big surprise. I didn't know any of this until I read this stuff, but I was telling him I was reading all of this and thinking, I really don't know what I'm talking about when I'm talking about that.
Well, we may have to continue this on our next visit, or have something else that you want to talk about, but we are done for today.
Well, that was fast.
Yeah. Thank you, Jeffrey. Thank you, Nancy.